Good morning, everybody. We are live for the first time in, oh my God, it's almost embarrassing, like 10 11 days. Everyone else squeezed a day for 4th of July. I'm like, let's take a week. We deserve it. And no one says shit around here.
Good.
So I'm like, all right. I said, I'm going to take a week. And I looked down the halls and no one fucking raised an eyebrow. I'm like, all right, then let's do this.
Everybody's slacking around here.
They're slacking.
How was the 10 days?
It was nice. It was nice to get away from just everything.
Yeah, you look tan.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get tan.
Whoa.
Because of the skin color.
Oh, I thought it because of the police situation.
I think I'm very, very safe when it comes to that stuff. Extremely safe.
For now.
I'm on the other side of the spectrum of that.
For now.
I got to be in the sun for, 100 straight days, and then maybe at that point I'll start worrying a little bit. A little bit.
You look tan, though. You look tanner.
I'm the wrong color for that shit. But what's up, Sherrod? How are you?
Chilling, man. It's working.
Yeah?
Yeah, the show comes out. It's going to come out on the 27th, actually. July 27th, 10:30 on A&E, black and white. And, yeah, we taping apps. We having fun.
I was looking for you because I thought you were starting up July 6th. And I'm like, where's my pal Sherrod Small?
Well, the channel's excited about the show. Thank the Lord.
Good.
So they trying to promote it, right? And we got Stephen Colbert doing Colbert on the 15th. Colbert actually called for us to come in. So
wow, nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. So July 15th, Stephen Colbert.
You're gonna pump some life into that TV show of his.
Whoa! Shots fired.
You don't have to say anything.
wait, what happened? What's going on with this show?
Don't blow up your spot.
All right.
I'm excited for you.
Well, yeah, we get some eyes on it.
But it's about time. They need someone like Sherrod Small to wake up that show.
Oh, I'm gonna turn it out.
Wake up that show!
Coming into that Ed Sullivan Theater, I'm turning it out.
Yeah, that'll be good, man.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I guess we got to talk about what everyone's been talking about all this fucking weekend in the last, 10 days or so at this point. The Pokemon app.
Yes, that new Pokemon app. Yes, it's everywhere. You can't escape the story.
Oh, you cannot escape the story.
Pokemon is back. First of all, Nintendo. Good for you, Nintendo.
Good for the Nintendo stock. Why the fuck didn't we buy Nintendo stock and went way up?
What, it jumped $7 billion?
Something like that.
They making that money.
Travis. Oh, by the way, I should tell the people Jim Norton is on his way. He was at UFC 200 in Vegas, which was a bust.
What?
Mars.
Why was it a bust? Now, why do you think it was a...
Me and Mars are saying it was a bust. It was kind of a bust, wasn't it? I still liked it a lot. I got it and I enjoyed it, but I was expecting a little more. But the whole UFC 200 card got all sorts of fucked up.
You're absolutely right. The card was good, but it wasn't great like it was supposed to be.
Well, it was supposed to be McGregor and Diaz.
That fell
fell
It's because of booking. Let me tell you something. This is what I learned doing my new show.
Yeah.
Booking is the hardest part of the goddamn show.
Really?
Just to get the book people and get them locked in there.
Right.
As the UFC things started falling apart when they had the drug test, and I was like, okay, something else is going to happen here. And then people just started falling off the ticket. Mm-hmm. What was that about?
Well, it started with Conor McGregor didn't show up at a press conference, so everyone got mad and said, fuck you, right? Basically.
Yeah, he had said that he retired too. Remember, he tweeted something like that and started a whole fucking crazy thing.
So then Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz didn't happen. That was supposed to be a big deal for 200. And then, of course, John Jones with the doping violation 2-3 days before UFC 200. So then they ran and got Anderson Silva.
Oh.
He took the fight 2 days out. He said, fuck it, I'll pack my bag and go to Vegas. And he fought Daniel Cormier, who barely held on for a decision.
Yeah, that was a tough
against
fight.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah. Really? Anderson's a beast, though.
Right.
He is
Even
a
at
beast.
an older age, he's a beast.
And then you had Jose Aldo and Frankie Edgar. We love Frankie Edgar. He's been in here a few times, and that was probably the best fight of the night as far as the main fights go.
Yes, very good fight.
But they went toe-to-toe and were just boxing their asses off.
Yeah, Jose beat him.
Cain Velasquez
beat his ass.
Cain Velasquez just destroyed Trevor Brown in the first, right?
Yep.
And then what was the... Oh, and then you had Brock Lesnar just kind of laying on Mark Hunt. But you said that was no joke.
That's no joke. You're taking Mark Hunt and you're actually dominating him every round.
Right.
Over and over. That's a tough task. And Brock Lesnar is the man.
I loved
that dude can fight.
He can fight, huh?
He can fight.
I love that he's back.
He's amazing.
And now that he won that fight, it's not one and done. He's got to fight again.
He's got to. But he's got to finish the way he's got to do.
What, Paul?
Yeah, he has Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
Yeah, he's got that shit.
Oh.
How do you go from the UFC where you're fighting monsters and then go back to the fake stuff? How do you do that?
So the money's that, man.
No, I understand. I understand overall, but he's got to look at it like this is so stupid. I'm back fighting monsters, and now I got to go and make believe that Randy Orton could actually hurt me with his fake elbow and shit. So stupid. But Brock Lesnar's got to fight till he loses, so you're going to see him fighting.
How was the fans' reaction to him?
Oh God,
they love him.
Oh God,
they love him.
Yeah.
First time back in what was it, 4.5 years?
Right. And
almost 5.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and last
time
time
flies.
he wasn't all there. He was fucked up with the stomach issue that he had going on.
Okay.
This is the first time he fought that he was healthy again.
This guy's a monster.
A beast.
He's a fucking beast, man.
I'm telling you, just looking at this dude is like, what the fuck is inside of you?
But he could actually fight, man. He had Mark Hunt pegged against the cage, holding. He's got this technique where he holds the hand behind your back, and he's just punching you. And he's got 2 hands, and you got one. And you're pinned.
Yeah, his strength is ridiculous.
He's amazing.
I want to see some clips of that.
It was good.
It was a good
Look at
fight.
the chest on that motherfucker.
That is just that's amazing. That's not steroids. There's no. I mean, that's just amazing.
I mean, just genetic beast. You just,
Absolutely. And then Misha Tate.
Oh boy,
what happened?
She comes out to Katy Perry, "Hear Me Roar," and then she gets her ass kicked.
That's not a fight song.
Well, that's her song. She comes into this Katy Perry thing. It's and then she looked scared, and she got her ass kicked.
Do we have a picture of the Brazilian chick who?
Dude,
let me see this.
Amanda
don't look like no girl.
Yeah, Amanda looked like a man. Duh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The problem with the women's division, man, some of these are questionables. Come on, Mars.
That's a tough chick right there.
Don't get scared.
Ooh, she looked tough.
But they're
I
questionable.
fucked the shit out of that girl.
Yeah, Sherrod, you should see how she's moving in the octagon.
Yeah.
Though. You got to see this
She
woman.
destroyed Misha Tate. Misha Tate was never in it, and she's the champion.
She looked like a man.
She broke her nose. She was a bloody mess.
She's a cutie, this one.
And the fight only went like 2 minutes. Right?
She broke her nose, too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, blood everywhere.
Can we see a pic of the bloody nose?
I'm sure it's up there somewhere.
Oh, no.
I don't think Misha got her down. She tried various times. But
Misha Tate
couldn't get her on the ground.
She didn't do anything.
Nothing.
She got hit hard, and then that was it. She was pretty much scared.
Yeah.
You saw the fear in her face after that first punch?
The first punch, man.
That's all it takes.
Look, there you go.
That's all it takes, goddammit.
There you go. Jimmy!
Oh, boy.
We're talking about UFC 200 as Jim Norton walks in.
Oh, yeah. Young Jimmy.
Hello.
We're looking at a
See
picture of
ya.
Misha Tate with her broken nose.
Oh, wow, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, she was never in her fight.
Like it's a time of the month in her face.
Yeah, exactly. She was never in it.
Yeah. Oh, you watched the whole thing? Yes.
I certainly did. I was going to say I don't get every pay-per-view, but that's almost a lie too. I'm getting most of them these days. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but there, the fights could have been a little better.
Well, so the Silva one was weird.
That was just, hey, Cormier's got to fight somebody.
Yeah.
And Silva stepped up, and it turned out everyone was loving Anderson Silva. I felt so bad for Daniel Cormier. He got so fucked in that whole thing.
Yeah, they were booing him every time he took Anderson down.
Right.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Something's going on, man. They always booing Daniel Cormier. He's a fucking amazing good guy.
Yeah, but the problem is that, everyone's thought it was so cool for Silva to step up with 2 days' notice. So that, of course, you're going to get the crowd, behind you for something like that, because that takes balls.
Yeah, he's
right?
always fighting popular guys, too, like Jones and Silva.
Yeah.
He's always fighting guys that people love.
Right. Yeah, I feel sorry for Cormier because he's a great guy.
He's a nice dude, man.
He's a wonderful dude, but he barely survived.
Well,
he barely survived that fight.
He did what he had to, was fucking grind it out.
I'm laughing at Misha Tate.
She was trying to pump herself up. That was fake pump.
Yeah, she's screaming.
She's screaming on the way in.
She's going to scream on the way out, too.
And Katy Perry's blasting, and then she gets her ass kicked.
No.
God.
Oh, she's stinging her. No.
She was never in this fight. Misha Tate was never in this fucking fight.
Yeah, she got really lit up.
You were close to the action, right, Jimmy?
I was
How close? Fourth row?
Yeah.
I'm happy for this Brazilian girl.
That women's division is pretty exciting, man. It's just it went from Ronda Rousey to Holly Holmes to Misha Tate to Nunes.
And there's that, we saw the fight on Friday night, that Polish girl, Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
I didn't see that. Really?
She might be the fucking most accurate puncher I've ever seen.
Really?
Oh, I think in the final 2 rounds, she outpunched the girl 75-6, and then 52-4 or something crazy.
Wow.
She's a fucking machine.
It's like a UConn basketball score.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls' team. Damn.
I still enjoyed UFC 200, but it got all sorts of fucked up, obviously, because it was supposed to be, we were just saying, it was supposed to be McGregor and Diaz. That fell through, and then you had the John Jones thing, and then you have Brock Lesnar fighting for the first time, but he still beat Mark Hunt, man.
I was bummed because I like Mark Hunt, but Lesnar was amazing. He was really smart. Mark Hunt just wouldn't get. I was screaming. I had to sort. I was like a girl.
Really?
I kept going, come on, Mark! I was just trying to root
What, you
on.
were rooting for Mark Hunt?
Oh, big time, yeah.
Most people were rooting for Brock Lesnar, right?
I like Mark Hunt. I just like him because he's just got a big fucking head, and big like Maori tattoos or Samoan tattoos. Whatever he has.
Okay.
Right. But
he
that
didn't do anything.
That means Brock Lesnar's got to fight again. He's not going to just go back to wrestling. I mean, I think Brock Lesnar will continue fighting until he loses.
He looked great, dude. Like seeing him, like just when he
those
walked
knees.
in, like his body, he was in such good shape. Like Lesnar looked amazing.
Yeah, those knees to Mark Hunt's body. Could you? Oh God!
Could you imagine the shattering?
Lesnar's packet. Did you see that? Did you see that shot? he's a guy that can't fight in his underwear like the rest of the guys. He's got a big package when he's bending over. He's bending over trying to lift up Mark Hunt, and you just see ball bag.
That's the last thing you want hovering above your face when you're getting taken down.
Yeah, Lesnar's giant bag.
That's pretty fucking big. And you know Mark Hunt has to feel the warmness of his bag as Lesnar's on top of him.
I felt bad for Frankie Edgar. Did you see the Edgar Aldo fight?
That was a great fight, though.
It was so good, man.
But that was just a boxing match.
Yeah.
Because you can't get Aldo down. He's one of the toughest guys to get down.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It was all boxing in that one.
Yeah, but Edgar was trying to get him on the ground. He just couldn't do it. I don't think Aldo was on the mat once.
I don't remember. I know that in the final couple rounds, it seemed like Frankie missed a lot of punches. Even though his cardio, the guy's he's just not a human.
Yeah.
He just doesn't stop moving. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's up there now.
I'm going to guess 33, maybe 34.
Okay.
Oh, that's it?
Maybe
that's
I might
pretty
be
high
wrong.
in fighting.
Yeah, no, Jimmy's probably right. I'm thinking of somebody else, but
they should show the. Did you see the Cain Velasquez looks so good?
ridiculous. He destroyed Trevor Brown.
Travis Brown.
Oh,
yeah.
Travis Brown. Sorry, Travis Brown. Yeah, that was only one round as well.
And Conor McGregor was standing through a lot of this fight,
Right.
just being really creepy. But you can't not see him. But people kept screen capping because you could see me lurking in the back.
You were pretty much right behind Conor McGregor, right?
I was more behind. I was like 3 rows behind Timberlake. I think the angle makes it look like I was right behind McGregor,
okay.
but I wasn't.
How was Timberlake?
I met him briefly. I met him a couple nights before. We all went out to dinner, and Dana had the same room he did, and he was very nice to everybody.
Were you sitting close to him at dinner?
No, we didn't eat with him. We were coming into the place as he was leaving it.
Right.
But my camera was malfunctioning. Reed was taking a picture of me with Timberlake, and I had my arm on him, and he takes the picture, and it's my worst nightmare. He's like, I don't know the camera, so I'm like, I'll do it, and it wouldn't snap, and then Reed pulls out his iPhone. I'm like, oh God, no, not an iPhone. And Justin's like, let's just do the iPhone. I'm like, all right, I don't want to be a pest.
No, yeah,
It came out good, thank God.
Yeah, at that point, you got to make sure you get the picture.
Oh, you see me in the back.
Let me see.
There's Jimmy. That's pretty close to Conor McGregor.
Look
Yeah,
at
there's
Jim.
Timberlake there between their heads. And
Wait,
with
where's
the hat.
Timberlake?
Oh, right there with the hat on.
Yeah.
Wait, I still don't see
He's
it.
like a madman. Look where my finger is.
Oh, over there. Yeah.
And Tom Brady was right next to him, and
Right.
then McGregor was.
Jimmy was in the VIP section.
Yeah,
Conor
Dana takes
McGregor
care
doing
of
a
us.
wrestling fucking thing there,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
That's like a wrestling move just to stand in the audience.
So
and,
he's staring
and
at him
look
the whole fight?
intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
because
was-
that's going to be that's going to be the fight. Those
Suit
two
looks
again.
good, though. You got a good
He'll
suit
do
on.
Nate Diaz. He was there both nights, McGregor. He was actually very nice. Like he talked to, he was interacting with a lot of people, and I didn't think he'd be as nice as he was.
Right.
But he was very friendly to everyone.
Yeah, go to Jim Norton's Instagram. He has a bunch of pictures with celebrities from UFC 200.
And we saw John Jones. We actually we were in.
He was there?
No, he was in. We stayed at a hotel called the Vidara, which is, there's no casino. So if you wanted to, this is how smart Vegas is. When you cross the Aria Hotel is right there,
right,
but there's no restaurant in the Vidara, and
right,
there's also no casino. So the way they get you to go to the casino is they put the restaurant in the other hotel, so you have to go there to eat. And you might as well gamble.
I see. Okay.
But after the fight, thank you. We were walking around. I was with Matt Serra and his buddy Dean Thomas, who's on looking for a fight with him. He's a fighter. And I see Alistair Overeem walking around.
Wow.
And he's not the friendliest guy, I don't think. But he
imagine.
frightens me a little bit, so I don't I just kind of say hello to him, and he just pretends to know who I am, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, is that like John Jones that he's talking to in the lobby? It was like so weird to see John Jones just standing there and nobody talking to him except for Overeem.
Why would John Jones go to Vegas after everything that went down?
Well, he was there when it happened.
Oh, he was already there. True.
And then
you would think maybe
you'll leave and go
you would
somewhere.
disappear.
You don't want to be up under that. If you can't fight, you wanted to fight that whole time, and now you can't.
Yeah,
I would just go to an island somewhere.
I would go check out the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, that's
Rent a car and just go check out the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, I don't know why he was hanging around.
It's a little weird to be hanging around after what happened with him.
We talked to him for like 10 minutes. I mean,
That's right.
People started to gather, but it was a fucking mobbed casino. And I was like, it was so weird. It's like sometimes you don't think it's the guy because it looks so much like the guy.
Right.
I don't think people really knew it was him at first.
Right.
But he seemed pretty upbeat, and he said he's hoping it will only be a 6-month.
Look at that pic. You and Timberlake.
Yeah.
Timberlake looks a little glassy-eyed in Jim Norton's Instagram picture.
Well, he was a little struck by my intensity.
By your charm?
Yes, my cologne.
by your Johnny Cash T-shirt.
You're touching your little neck back there.
Yes, he was.
Look at him. His
Yes,
fingers
he
all
was.
over you.
Yes, he was.
I think I'm more excited that Timberlake took a picture with the famous Johnny Cash T-shirt.
Yeah, I am
that you
too.
wear a lot.
He likes Johnny Cash, too, but he didn't comment on my shirt. I was hoping he would.
He's a little...
I'm glad he didn't. That's what you're looking for.
He's glassy-eyed. What do you think that is? You think that's a
Drinks.
little... I think
Even in the picture when Jimmy was standing in the back, you see Timberlake's face. He
Right.
looks like he's twisted in that fucking picture.
Right. He was...
And mean-faced and red-eyed.
Well, I mean, these the fights aren't that late for Vegas, I guess.
No, yeah, we got there like for 200, man. I was there by like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, God, that's not late at all.
I watched every fight.
Every fight.
Every fight, man. There was so many fucking
Which one's your favorite? What were like the top two?
Joe Lozon. He's an O&A fan from Boston. He's a really nice dude.
Nice. What's up, Joe?
I met him years ago. Beat up this guy Diego Sanchez pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think Cain Velasquez was my favorite fight. I love Cain.
Sometimes you get the better fights of the preliminaries, man.
Dude, every fight was good. It was like I couldn't believe that these were prelim fights.
Right.
They're usually the best fights, even in boxing. You can see the
hungry,
undercards,
right?
like they're starving. They'll fight in jean shorts. That's what I like to say.
Right. They're just happy to be
Happy to be there.
in the ring.
We did 2 podcasts. Bruce Buffer was supposed to be our guest on the first when we were out there. We were just going to analyze the fights. They would analyze them, and I would just do my dumb shit. So, I'm not a good fight analyst. I mean, that's not what I do.
I'll just do some dumb shit.
So we get to the UFC offices. It's late. We had flown in Wednesday, and Matt and I walk in, and Chris, the producer's like, okay, so you guys know. And we're like, no. And he's like, okay, well, Jones is out, and Bruce canceled. So we just kind of had nothing. It was really, we made it through. We got on the phone, but
that's how you found out.
yeah, I just walked into the office, and if Bruce was there, it would have been a little easier.
Of course.
But Bruce hurt his leg doing fucking
Cardio?
karaoke. No, karaoke.
karaoke.
No, lip sync contest.
How do you hurt your leg doing that?
There's video of it online.
He fell?
Yeah, he fell. Why not get Joe Rogan? We were
He should have
scrambling.
lied
We
about
didn't
that
think of
story.
it.
He should have never told anybody it was a lip sync contest.
You can't tell
this
people you
video of it.
hurt your leg during a lip syncing competition. What song was this?
Cindy Lauper.
Oh no, Rebel Yell.
Time after time.
Rebel Yell by Billy Idol. And Bruce hurts his fucking foot. You can see it. It's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Go Bruce Buffer because he hurts. He jumps up. He stomps, and apparently he fucked up his ACL. But he keeps doing the song, and then a minute later into the song, just you could see.
I got to see this.
Where he realized it's hurt.
We're looking at
That's
up right
embarrassing. That's some embarrassing shit.
It was, and there's so many fighters out there. I was just like a boy, so happy. I didn't take any pictures at first.
Just a happy boy.
You're just happy to be there.
I was on the bus with so many of them. I was a little overwhelmed.
Really?
Yes, I didn't know what to say.
You were trying to be cool and then you broke.
Rumble Johnson gave me his number.
Who?
Anthony Rumble Johnson.
I don't know all of them. I don't.
Now, who looked like this guy? Looked like he's not a fighter, but he kicked ass.
Yeah.
You
watch
right up under these guys.
Wait,
I didn't do this.
I want to see what part of Rebel Yell is
the beginning
where he fucked up his ACL.
Watch. Right there. The opening jump.
The opening jump.
But he's a trooper. Look, he's still doing it.
Oh, you can tell he's in pain.
Oh,
Poor Bruce.
Shit. He's trying to shake out an ACL injury. You see that?
Yeah.
He's trying to shake it out.
Oh, shit.
You're not shaking out an ACL injury.
That's an old man injury.
He's lip syncing, but look at him. Well, he does jujitsu and stuff. He's in good shape. But I don't know if he had injured it previously.
All right.
But you just watch him for a minute. You can see where he grabbed. He just fucking falls on the floor.
He looks like Bob Euchre.
Yeah, he just kind of collapsed. And,
That's funny.
yeah, poor Bruce.
It's a lip syncing competition, and then the first jump in the air,
But he's still
fucks
smiling.
up his ACL.
Like, what a fucking professional.
That's the best. No, I did not just see that.
What a pro. And then for all three fights, he fucking poor Bruce had a knee brace on.
Oh, shit.
So he,
The first jump.
first jump.
First jump.
And we knew he was doing our show after this. We go, he's doing this, and he's going to come on as a guest.
Oh, he should have still came on with a guest as he holds his knee together.
He's like everybody's pops at a birthday party.
That's funny.
Yeah, boom.
Oh, man.
It's a weird start to the show because we got Bear Grylls coming in early. Usually we get the first hour to fuck around, but he's on his way up with Julianne Hough.
Who's she? I know her.
Oh, she's
Dancing with the
You know
Stars.
her.
Yeah,
She's easy on the eyes.
Footloose.
Okay, sure.
So,
Dated Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, let's not hold that against her.
Who did, Bear?
wonder
Me and
how-
Ryan Seacrest got some exes in common.
Really?
Yeah, we do.
At least you were actually with the women.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, they were just in holding when they were in him.
They got a development deal. Or
He was
something.
quick though. He quick to fly a bitch out. He quick to fly a bitch out of town,
You
boy.
know, he sold UFC for $4 billion.
What?
I know, we were lied to.
Yeah.
We were on that shit.
Yeah.
And then, whatever. I mean, Dana's not going to give us that exclusive,
No.
unfortunately. But we asked him. He said no.
He canceled us. We were supposed to have him yesterday on the live podcast, and he canceled last minute. I guess he wasn't feeling well, but it was probably because of this sale.
Right.
But like literally an hour before, like Danny can't come.
So he just sold the UFC.
Well, the Fertitas did. Yeah.
It's going to be announced probably sometime this morning, right? Officially,
it's all
$4 billion, and Dana's going to stay with the company.
Oh yeah, I can get a piece of it.
Who
Yeah.
bought the company?
It's a bunch of people.
From William Morris, or
Yeah, the heads of William Morris were at the
Right?
fight, so that's why I kind of was like, and there was a bunch of different people, like Rahm Emanuel's. I guess his brother is one of the guys who's the head of one of the founders of William Morris,
right?
Ari Emanuel. I think that.
Is he?
I believe so. Yeah, can we look that up?
Small. Yeah, that's weird. I never heard
I
that.
think so.
Oh boy, Bear Grylls comes with people. There's Bear Grylls. There's Julianne Hough.
I'm wearing
Yeah.
sweatpants.
I know. We want to look nice for the pretty lady. For the pretty lady.
Yeah, she looks.
So UFC 200 was great, huh?
I loved it, man. Yeah, I loved the other fights too. All 3 nights, I couldn't stop.
Even though the card got all sorts of fucked up, it was still very entertaining.
Yeah, they salvaged it. I mean, they did what they had to do, and the headline, they made Misha the headline fight.
I just felt bad for her. She was never in that fight, and that was her first.
headline.
That was
Main event, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was defending her title for the first time, and she was just never in it.
Yeah, just like Holly when she took it.
Right. Julianne
Okay.
Hough, how are you? Bear
yeah.
Grylls,
Hey.
what's going on?
Look at these good-looking people coming in here.
What the hell, man?
What's up, man?
Hi, nice
Sherrod.
to see you.
It's you.
Long time, sir.
Quick hello.
How are you, buddy?
Nice
All right.
to see you.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
Have you done this show?
No, Julianne Hough has never done our show.
Can I say we're not on air, but these guys are the best.
Okay.
Oh, we definitely on air.
Oh, we're on air.
Oh, we definitely on air.
We're on air, and I'm glad you said that.
They know that I struggle with press and sort of dodge press as much, and that's why they always start off the day with these guys because they're fun and they're just
break the ice.
Yes,
they break everything really. They break convention, the mold, you name it.
we just want to look better for both of you. I got a shirt with holes in it today.
I just got off a plane.
You're in great company. I mean, Jules raises a tone, but we look pretty rough. It's good. I mean, you men look rough at 8. What time is it? 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we were off for about 10 or 11 days as our first show back, so I decided to dress down.
So, what did you do for your time off?
I did a lot of fishing.
Yeah.
I got back into fishing, so just off the sand, surf casting. I really enjoy that a lot.
What do you
Great.
catch?
I was catching nothing.
So glad you didn't ask me that.
It's a whole different catch in Vegas.
I caught a lot of junk. I caught the sea robins, what I call sand sharks, but other people call them, I think, dogfish.
Okay.
They look like mini sharks. They have no teeth. And then I caught a skate, and I caught a bluefish, and a huge spider crab.
Awesome.
But we were going for striped bass.
In a 12-day trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, was it?
No, a lot of sea robins and a lot of sand sharks, but we were going for the big striped bass, and it just wasn't happening this time around.
You know, I was reading something that said that fish are a lot smarter than we thought they were. Like they said, goldfish, well, if you feed them through a certain tube, a year later they remember the color. They was like, people say goldfish have no memory.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like fish are like some have facial recognition.
Yeah.
So like we've been torturing these dumb things, and they're smarter than most of the animals we know.
I stopped fishing because I pulled a hook out about, honestly, I'm going to date myself, like 20 years ago, and I pulled everything out. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. But I finally got back into it, and I'm mostly catch and release. Unless I get a striped bass, then that thing's going on the barbecue.
You mean when you took the hook out, all the guts came out?
This is a long time ago. I was just struggling with this thing and yanked, and I'm like, oh, God. And it did something to me.
It broke you up.
But now
inside.
we use pliers, and we try to be careful. No, we're not like Bear Grylls, where we'll just eat everything.
That's an eyeball. Oh, good lunch.
Well, Julianne, she was in at the deep end. She ate it all.
Yeah?
What's
I'll
this
tell
bomb?
you what I've learned is that the girls are often tough as hell.
Tougher than the
Running
dudes.
Wild. Well, we'll be careful because I don't want to upset the men that we take, and they are often amazing. But the girls often really shine bright on these trips.
Are they more willing to take food chances than the men are?
Well, what do you reckon? Well, I can't even
Well,
remember what we ate.
You can't, because I distinctly remember. I think I still have the stench of the elephant dung
Yes,
in my hair. But yeah, we had elephant dung because we were in Africa.
You have to
and
squeeze it for water?
Squeezing it for water. Yeah, I guess whatever that was that we drank. It was not water.
You drank the water out of elephant shit?
Yes.
I'd rather be thirsty. Wow.
And
In a juice box.
And then we had the striped caterpillars too. We had that.
Yeah.
That was the difficult part.
A striped caterpillar? What's that?
It's a caterpillar that's stripy.
But that's it? Okay.
Yeah, no,
They
there are lots of them. The thing is, it was slim pickings. I caught a snake,
Right.
But Jules was a bit like, we're not eating the snake, and so we end up having this whole argument in this sort of tiny little rock crevice about this wide.
Yeah, wow.
With me holding the snake going mad, Jules going mad.
And then there's also, by the way, 2 cheetahs just hanging out watching us. So I'm like, oh my gosh, are we going to get mauled by cheetahs or are we going to eat this snake? Like, what's going
So
on?
it was all kicking off at that time. So suddenly the elephant dung was quite an attractive option.
I noticed Obama didn't have to deal with that. It was like, oh no, Mr. President, some salmon.
I did want to ask you quickly about Obama. I mean, when I saw that episode, it looked like it was just you and him. But I mean, tell us, how many people were really around
Had to be.
behind those
Well,
cameras?
I said to our team, we went out there to scout a route beforehand, I said, let's hope we can really keep it tight, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 Secret Services. And like 2 days later, a phone call back and they went, Bear, try 50 or 60 plus 4 helicopters, I mean the whole thing. So it was quite an operation to
You can't
witness.
take the head of state out there in the wild.
He's the most powerful guy in the world. You're just eating fish with him in the woods.
Well, it was literally, I mean, everywhere you looked, there'd be another guy in black with a sniper rifle,
Wow.
and then
Oh my
another
gosh.
fly past with a helicopter sweeping the area with thermal imaging. So it was an experience to see.
Wow.
That's the beauty of TV, though, because it turned out it looked like it was just you and him. But I'm like, I would love to know how many people are around this.
Well,
Look how happy
the thing is,
Obama looks, though. He's like loving that. Like,
Yeah,
you see
he
those pictures? Like, he really enjoyed it.
Anything
Well,
to
it
get
was
him
funny
away from the
'cause he
wife and
didn't-
kids.
He didn't know his passcode on that shot
Yeah.
there. You're showing he said we ought to take a selfie, of the mountains. So I did one. He goes, oh, let me get one as well. He pulls out his thing, and unlike a normal person who have a 4-digit passcode, 1, 2, 3. His is like 24 digits long. So and he goes, well, I don't know. He goes, Joe, shouts one of the Secret Service who's hiding up a tree somewhere. What's the passcode? Joe, of course, doesn't want to shouting out the president's passcode over in case all the animals hear it or something. But he's going, he goes, Joe, just give me the password. He's going, Alpha 1 7 Bravo, and the thing goes on, and then he can't do it. And then I'm thinking, just give me that. So it's like taking. I was about to say it's like taking your dad out for it, and you're like, I can't say that. But I went, so can I help you with this? But he was so fun and a cool guy. And
Here's what you should have done. You should have went, look, I'll just take it. I'll just text it to you. Give me your number. That's how you should have got his number and pulled that trick.
Before you guys
Freaky
just
dude.
ate sushi out there, did you at least try to get Obama to eat something crazy? Like the elephant dung, like Julianne Hough had to do.
Yeah, no, do you know, I was kind of, it was it's a dance, because you got
I
to
know.
be respectful, I think, to, I mean, the thing is, he had a chef with him, and he said, anything you want to eat, we have to swap it out. We can't be eating, elephant dung or whatever it is. And he literally is a guy who's with him, and he never eats on camera, he never drinks on camera. It's all, and then we find this, half thing of salmon. And the chef's off, I can see him behind the camera, he's going, no, can that stop, But he can't kind of interrupt, he's got to take the president's lead, and credit to the president, he just went,
You guys really
that's
did
not
find
great.
that, wow.
Yeah, and he was all up for it, and we were sharing our cup of tea, and good for him,
It really is a very good show. I've always liked Bear Grylls and the shows you've done, but the one with the celebrities, which you're going to be doing with Julianne Hough, is it's great. It really is. When does it air? When does your episode air?
It's tonight, right?
Is it tonight?
Is it
No, I don't
No.
think it is tonight. I don't know when it.
Oh, no,
The
we
premiere's,
got-
I think
the
it's-
premiere's
I think
tonight,
it's-
but then I think our episode is
August 1st and
in a couple
2nd.
of days.
No, I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah, you got a little
August.
time
Yeah,
still.
we got a little time.
You boil the caterpillars in the dung water
Yeah, it was a great
for flavor?
combination.
What was that for?
You know when you eat spinach?
Yeah.
That's like how it tasted on your teeth, like that kind
Yes,
of
that
it's like
film.
sweater.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
I would rather eat the dung with a fucking whatever that monster is on it than spinach stinks.
No, but Julianne's funny though because she looks so pretty and nice and girly and
You think?
but her vomit face is incredible.
Oh, really?
When she like.
Wait, just
and
let me
then
see it.
she's
Look at me.
holding it
Let's
back.
see.
yeah,
It's a
so-
great moment. Hey, but credit to you, you kept it down.
I did. I kept it down. See, like for me, the food was the challenging part, but
Yeah.
the actual like adventure part though, I wanted to do it over and over again. I mean, we were like rappelling down like 100-meter cliff with like being attached to a little deodorant can. Like that's crazy.
What?
But it was like
Wow.
the best thing ever.
Now, were you a
So-
tomboy growing up, or you like tomboyish, or?
I mean, obviously, like I dance and stuff, but like I wakeboard, I snowboard. My
I see
brother
that.
was right above me, and so I was always hanging out with the dudes. But yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
I love it. I
How
mean,
long did you do this for? How long were you like out for?
a few days.
Oh.
So it's a
Yeah.
couple of days, but she's tough. She really is. I've definitely learnt on this show. We've taken such amazing people out, but never to judge a book by cover. Just somebody's little doesn't mean they're not strong.
Right.
And Julianne, is pretty fearless. It's scary looking over big cliff faces and realizing you're attached to a body spray can.
Yeah.
But,
It was literally like the size of this. It was even
well, the thing is, I
thinner,
wanted to
actually.
get the rope back,
Yeah.
and if I just tie it round a rock, I can't get the rope back. But if I loop it round the deodorant can, wedge that into a crack. I mean, it's a bit like if you get a
Okay,
you get a
right,
stick like
yeah.
this. If you get a thin stick and you hold it like wide,
Wow.
it's going to break.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you hold it narrow and then try and put,
Sure.
it's not going to. So it's that same kind of principle.
Yeah, but if you fall, you die. That's like the different thing.
Well,
as
I
opposed to
Yeah,
saw
what
it
about
a
that
rope.
part of it?
Julianne did make me off camera. She goes, "Swear that this isn't the can will be fine. I said, I swear the can will be fine. And then flicked it when we got to the bottom. The can came flying down. And it was literally like
a huge dent in it.
crumpled.
I was like, well,
that was good. I knew you were
glad I just went for it.
And how many feet was that?
I was a good 150 foot.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Bear, you have sons, right?
I do. 3 sons.
They must
boys.
love the shit out of you doing shit like this.
Well,
Rappelling down the mountains.
Yes. He probably, when he's not working, he just lays around at home on a couch. What are you talking about? He needs downtime.
Well, he probably likes like sewing and knitting.
Macrame.
Stuff in
He's
the
doing
house.
macrame at home.
Yeah.
You're just assuming he's adventurous all the time?
I'm thinking he has to be. You got 3 boys in the house.
Well, I'd love to play to the stereotype, but it's not actually true. John, we have a pretty normal home life. It's funny because the oldest is just getting to 13. So I was always cool, when they were like 8 and 9.
Right.
It's cool. Suddenly, though, so I would go pick him up at school the other day, and he sees me, goes, "Hey, what's up, Papa?" And I go, "Hey, what's up, J-Dog?" And he looks at me and goes, "Never, ever do that."
J-Dog. 13.
Yeah.
The girls looking.
J-Dog is no good.
Doesn't he understand how cool his father is, though?
I know. I go
on.
in the car. I go, Jesse, I'm cool. He goes, "Oh God!" He's holding his head in his hands at this stage. He goes, "Papa, you have no idea."
Oh man, that stinks.
But 13 is that age, though, when they switch on you.
I know. Well, he it's classic because he's gone to stay with a friend, and he's sent me a picture the other day. Literally a couple of days. We just got back from taking Shaquille O'Neal out on an adventure. Got back yesterday, and
That's
Shaq and me
cool.
slept in a pile of leaves. I made this massive pile of leaves. Got him just with Shaq's head sticking out the top. You know what's like compost? You put your hand in warm,
nice and
dry.
warm.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought it was perfect shelter.
Yeah.
So my son sends me a picture of him in his friend's hot tub. He's going, "Look where I am." I send him a picture. Go, "Look where I go. This is all back to front. I'm in a pile of leaves, trying to sleep. You're in a hot tub."
Yeah, your kids are supposed to be in the pile of leaves.
Yeah.
I know,
That's how we all grew up.
Can you just cut Shaq open and sleep inside of him?
But the thing is, if I'd sent a picture of me with Julianne, that would have been different. He would have gone, "Way to cool, way to go, Papa."
So obviously Shaq's going to be on the show this year?
Shaq's on the show.
Who else you got?
We got Courtney Cox. She was great. Nick Jonas. Vanessa Hudgens.
A bunch of no names, huh?
Marshawn Lynch. He was.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
the
yeah,
beast.
Marshawn,
The
yeah.
beast was out there. And then the Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn. So really fun season of people.
That is a good packed season of people.
And Julianne Hough to start the whole thing off.
Julianne, our shining light.
So what else did you do on your episode? You did the elephant dung.
Yeah, so
the rappelling.
we first saw like the elephants and giraffes, and I mean it was amazing. Then we were hiking up, and the canyon was just gorgeous.
Where
itself,
exactly? Where was this? Where was it?
Actually, I don't even know. You guys didn't tell me where we were.
We were in Africa.
We were in Africa. I know that much, but I didn't know exactly where we were. It was like
That's
all
a big
very
continent.
secretive, and but I feel like it was
we're on the south coast.
Yeah.
Southwest coast.
Yeah, it was what like 2 hours from Cape Town, something like that.
Okay.
In the helicopter,
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. But it was, it was good.
So we rappelled, and then we climbed around. We found some really, really cool markings on the mountain. So 100,000 years old? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not very
some
good at
pretty old
estimating.
cave paintings and stuff. I mean, she was badass. At the end, I've set up this
that was the best.
this grappling hook with this rope ladder
Yeah.
we used to use in the military. You can shoot them up cliff faces, and I left this thing there. But it's long. It's a good 180 foot up this thing. And I've seen a lot of toughened soldiers, be broken by these things because it's very physical.
It was really hard.
But Julianne, she's like a squirrel. Yeah, amazing.
No, that was fun. But then also, look at that picture. That was,
Wow.
I literally got a little bit emotional, not gonna lie, because we were literally hanging off of these ropes, with this unbelievable helicopter. And, I mean, soaring basically over this entire canyon. And it was.
Wait, you guys are hanging from a helicopter right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's
I
great.
thought it was just
My
rappelling.
favorite scene in Scarface.
Oh no! It was literally the
My
coolest
face
thing
is like
ever.
that because I got my nuts caught in the climate.
You're not feeling emotional?
I was getting emotional for another reason.
But yeah, it was amazing.
Bear Grylls, I know we're not pretty, but you gotta help us out. I want to do this. I want to
Okay.
hang from don't you want to hang from a helicopter?
I would do it. I think.
How far did the
was-
helicopter go?
I mean, I don't know. We were on there
Flew
for
us out of there for 15 minutes back to a track.
That would be awesome.
If you were like 50 feet high, that'd be cool. But I don't think I've ever been in a helicopter. I don't think I want to go in one. It frightens me, so I probably would not like it a lot. No, I would like a little hover. Would be kind of cool.
People get scared of helicopters. I told Jules before we started that more people die putting their trousers on than in helicopters.
Sure.
In the morning, because actually putting your trousers on in the morning can be perilous.
That's true.
You know, you're like a bit wobbly, you're putting one leg and you fall over and bang the head.
Smash your head.
Yeah.
Stick with a helicopter underslings.
You just don't fall into a mountain when you're putting your pants on.
It's a less spectacular death, you know. Oh, there you go. There she is. Look.
That's where we were repelling from the deodorant spray can.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And both ropes on one can.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Bear?
You can hang a car off it when it's wedged in like that.
What the hell did you have to sign to be able to do that?
So I'm going to demonstrate
My life
the
away,
principle.
literally.
I'm going to demonstrate the principle of physics with this. Okay, look.
Yeah.
Try and break that pen. Easy. You could break it like that, couldn't you? Now try and break the pen.
Break it like how?
You
Yeah,
can't,
so
but
you can't.
He's holding the pen in one hand, and I'm squeezing it with both, but I'm just very weak. I can't break it. I'm a weak
And
boy.
then you did one of these to get it off, like swoop, like whip
Yeah.
it
And then
off.
once you're down, you give it a flick and the thing pops out.
Oh, God.
See, I'd be scared I'm gonna flick it somewhere on the way down. Like something might go wrong. And
It's your stupid brain the whole time you were thinking, is that holding up there?
Yeah.
That's
can't deal
that's
with
the
it.
problem. Even though someone like Bear will go, trust me, it's holding.
I would trust him. I believe it.
Nah, your brain
I
would
did.
get all in the way.
I did because, there was one part where I actually got scared, and that was when we saw the cheetahs. But I trust Bear and anything else, but it was cheetahs and these live wild animals. That's when I was like, wait, we have no control over this.
Well, animals are always different. You know, the
Yeah.
things I get nervous on are. I mean, you're good because you're so light, you know. So I can hold you on a rope really with one hand, you know. With Shaq. I mean, Shaq's 350 pounds.
Right.
I put a rope round a tree yesterday, you know, and I was lowering down the thing, and I took 2 turns round this tree. You know, you could hang a truck up there, it wouldn't move, you know. But literally, he started going off this cliff, and I felt the whole tree. And I'm getting pulled into it. You know, the crew are looking at me, going, you know, I've got one of them holding the back of me as well. You know, so. That's always what I've never seen a rope go literally like a steel cable.
How high was the cliff?
As high, you know. It's another big drop.
Is there any footage of the Shaq episode yet?
The Shaq? No, we literally wrapped it yesterday. I've got a good picture on my phone.
Yeah, you got to show something.
Shaq
I mean,
propelling down a
this will make
mountain.
you laugh.
Yeah,
I mean, literally,
just stepped off it.
It's like the Gulliver's Travels. I'm like this dwarf next to him.
Wow. Yeah, we've had him in here. You know, he'll make you look like you're an infant.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there you go. That's at the base of one of the cliffs with him. I mean,
Which one's the cliff?
I know exactly. It's like the Lilliput.
Oh, wow.
And the Lilliputian.
He's gigantic.
And there you go. There's our leaf shelter. There you go.
Oh, I just both your heads. That's
like
weird.
the
It looks like a
shelter.
scene out of Motel Hell. Do you ever see that movie where they're growing
silly.
humans to eat them?
How
No, all right, forget it.
How long you stay in that position, though? You're not
That was
until you get good footage, and then you're out, and then you go to a hotel. How does this work? How does this work?
it is quite often that the guests go, so surely we're now
We're
get
done,
in the
right?
we're done.
Yeah.
And they see the helicopter coming in, and they think this is good, and they see all the crew get in.
Yeah.
And they go, I guess we're being polite, we'll let the crew go in first. And then they see the helicopter
Leave.
And then they go, it's coming back, yeah. And I go, yeah, in the morning. You know, but the thing is, I mean, you can speak for this, but it's often the guests' most fun part, I think, the overnight.
No,
You don't have a gun with you though, in case of animals. It's something to protect
Somebody's
you.
got
You do, right?
firearms.
Yeah, we do. We have a whole kind of bunch of things, you know, and
I would
try
assume. Well, I would assume you got some people hanging around just in
Yeah,
case.
there's a cheetah or something.
Sure.
That's I wouldn't be wreck the show.
That's the thing. I was like I said, I was
Julianne Hough
nervous
got
about that.
Eaten by a cheetah.
But what's so cool
Yeah,
is that
so scary.
being in there, you actually really feel like it's just you and I, you know, I and of course the crew that was with us, but I didn't know what was going on around me. So
Right.
I actually really felt like I was in it with just you. And I didn't know that there were maybe people with guns or something to protect us. But so that's what was really cool is the celebrity going in is that you really do feel very vulnerable and very open. And I think that's why the show's so great is because we get to just kind of feel like we're just not being watched. Does that make sense?
Well, you
I don't
weren't
know.
being
Yeah.
I mean, what you see is what it was. It was literally
Yeah.
just you, me.
Totally.
There's 2 camera guys, 2 sound,
Yeah.
that story producer. and one of the mounted guys to keep the crew safe. So that is it. And we get one of the crew to spend the night with us because otherwise,
when you're spending the night, and
Julianne's engaged to Brooke, I'm a married man, and so we want to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that rumor out there. Good point, Repair.
So I'm always respectful of that, especially with sort of beautiful, female guests.
Yeah,
I mean, Shaq, I'm less worried about. Although there was a point in that leaf pile.
How do you explain it to your wife that you're going to be, with Julianne Hough?
Well, we do it right. I sleep top to toe.
Top to toe.
What the hell is that? A sex? What is that? Top to toe.
That's feet to face.
All I got
Feet to face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Feet to face.
Feet to
Okay.
face. That's it.
There's another word for
We did
that.
that in the hood too.
There is another word.
And we get one of the crew to stay with us as well, and it's a good fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
And how close were these cheetahs,
guys are
though?
always like this.
The
Sounds like
cheetahs
they're really-
sound like the most dangerous.
We're not that bad, are we?
That's all they really want to talk about.
We're not that bad.
Did you take your Bible with you?
No, when the filming's over and you're spending the night, do you guys have a little, a beer together or something?
Yeah, for
At
sure.
least?
Yeah, we'll get the crew always bring a backpack of
Something?
If people want a beer or a sandwich or something. It's always
You know what? I actually don't even think I told you this, but because
think you got the beer, actually.
No, but because it was Africa and I literally just flew in like the day before, I was super jet lagged, and so you fell asleep. I was not asleep until like probably 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, really?
And then I slept for an hour and then we did the rest of the day. But I was, and I like had to pee so much, but like I was like too scared to get out and like because of the cheetahs and the snakes and everything. So like I was just literally like sitting there like trying so
Wide
hard
awake.
to fall asleep, totally wide awake. Yeah. And,
I mean,
yeah.
poor Julianne, she's in at the deep end. Meanwhile, we're getting out here. I mean, Dave, one of the guys who often stays out with us, he says he goes, babe, when are you going to understand? You can't drink 3 litres of water and then not expect to pee. He goes all night, it's glug, 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 glug.
Yeah.
Zip. Glug, 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 glug. Poor Julianne's on a so petite line, they're not sleeping till 5 in the morning.
Like too scared to get out.
Farting away from next door to Julianne. Poor girl. I mean, she's traumatized.
Where was the worst place you had to fall asleep?
Probably in a camel carcass. That was about
Right.
What?
There we go.
Yeah, that was bad.
What you
But it could save your life.
Was the camel dead already when you climbed inside
The
him?
camel was dead.
And what
yeah.
do you rest your head on in a camel carcass?
Hump.
Well, no, I rest my head. So I gutted it, got inside the cavern of its carcass, skinned it, used that as sort of blanket over me, pulled its head round like under its legs, used that as a pillow. And I remember I was on quite heavy-duty anti-malaria pills at the time, which I've given up taking that because they're so bad for you, I think. But
By the way, were
they
you
give
nude
wacky-
were you nude when you got in there, like in The Revenant, where he takes all his
I
clothes
know, I was
off
just
and he
thinking about
gets
the
in?
Revenant as well, yeah.
No, I wasn't nude.
Okay,
no.
so you wore those clothes
There you
again.
go. There it is. Look, you guys are incredible.
It's called the
Anyway.
internet, Bear.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
I was having
easy.
quite weird hallucinogenic dreams.
You
I
eating
think.
it too? You gonna eat it and sleep in it? You animal?
Well, still alive.
I had it, but then I remember waking up feeling these bristles of the kind of whiskers. And I thought, the thing's come alive. And I was having all these wacky nightmares from the malaria
From the
drugs.
malaria, oh my
but
God.
there you go.
I got some more of that malaria drug on you?
Oh my gosh, that is disgusting.
I don't know how. You
See, this is where radio doesn't really work.
No. We'll tweet this stuff out. The beauty of
good of a
everyone being on Twitter and everything.
How good
my-
of a sleeper are you that you were able to
Yeah,
pull
no
this
kidding.
off? I'm awake all night. I flew on the red eye from Vegas. I got 8 minutes sleep. You dozed off in a camel body. It really annoys me.
Resting your head on its head.
Is that all the innards?
Yeah.
See innards,
That's
yeah.
unbelievable.
How many stomachs does a camel have?
All like
Like
that.
5 stomachs.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wish you could do that for me. I'd look so terrific.
Well,
all
then
that weight
you could
lost.
drink the juice out of its rumen.
Sorry?
Out of his what?
Out of its stomach. Yeah, it's got these half digested.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
juices
No,
and-
that's
You did
okay.
that too?
Yeah.
You ate?
Whenever your wife say, "Hey, how was dinner?" You must be this like, "Hey, I ate fucking."
Well, I never.
Worse things than this.
She'd never kiss
you
me
imagine-
if I tell her, so I don't. I just go, it's hot. Or
I
cold.
apologize ahead of time to Julianne Hough, but can you imagine the farts Bear Grylls gets eating some of this stuff?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Julianne doesn't have to imagine. That's the thing.
No.
really?
You guys, my fiance is a hockey player. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, she knows
like
farts.
I do.
She's well read on farts.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute, your head's
you're
in
like
there?
in inside the camera.
You're crazy.
You're the worst guy to play hide and go seek with. I didn't know you were in. But why did you do it there? Because it doesn't look that cold.
Because I was trying to show how it can save your life if you're caught in a sandstorm or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because we're all going to be caught in a sandstorm.
That's right. Hanging out with Phoebe later.
You guys may laugh, but you never know. That's the thing, you never know.
It reminds me of like Ace Ventura. Remember when he's like in the rhino?
That's a younger person. The older men are going Empire Strikes Back. Right?
Yeah.
That's when we first saw that.
Right. What? Bear, how do you feel about all these shows that sort of copy you, like Naked and Afraid? A lot of people are watching that Naked and Afraid now.
Oh, I got really mad. I sit in front of the telly and I hurl things at it. Like, I get pretty violent.
Nature's mine!
Do you get mad for real?
No. You can only treat it as a compliment. You know,
yeah.
it's good.
Right.
And the thing is, I love all these shows. You know, so good for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That means he's furious.
Yeah, exactly.
Bear Grylls is he's a nice man.
Yeah. They take it as my least. He's
a
still
nice
a big
man.
deal.
If they come around my house, they're going to get it.
Yeah.
What else do you do with Shaq? That one sounds like it's going to be a pretty good episode too.
The Shaq was fun. Yeah, he jumped out of a helicopter into a lake, and he had leeches all around his buttocks. How to get those?
That's the price of success. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Wait, did I hear you right? You had to get him off? Did you
Well,
just
we had to do a leech check on each other. So I had a few on, he had a few on. What else? We did loads of.
Why wouldn't you do the leech check on Julianne Hough?
I know.
You don't plan the show
water.
properly.
I would get in so much trouble at home.
Instead, you're checking Shaq's ass
I
for
know, it's
leeches.
just another occasion where the whole thing's totally back to front.
This is all backwards.
Yeah, plus, you don't need to check. So don't you know if you have a leech on you?
No,
just
you
feel
won't
it,
know.
right?
No, you don't feel them. They itch a bit, but these are big boys, you know, like this, and they swell up with blood. And
So you had them on you, both of you,
yeah, Shaq got out the big knife.
and they don't hurt though, or do they? Or do they?
How do you get them off? Are they like latched on, or?
Yeah, you just
scrape 'em off.
gently get
Like
under. You don't,
ticks.
the thing is, in the cowboy movies, you know, they always used to get out. They used to burn them off.
They have to
or
burn them
see-
off. That's what we did in the Boy Scouts.
But that's bad.
That's what they
It's
said
bad
is you
because they die and they disgorge all their innards and into your bloodstream. So you
Right.
get all this bacteria and stuff.
wow.
But the best thing actually is leave them to come off. But if they're really big, they're going to be like huge balls, you know. So
they just
you
kind of fall
gently get under and get it off without pulling its head off. That's
Have you ever eaten one before, haven't you?
I have eaten them. Yeah, I've cooked them up.
Really?
But yeah, there's
You squeeze
there's
the
better
blood out?
These cook them out. It's like a blood sausage.
You guys got to go, but really fast.
Jesus Christ.
I have to ask about the bugs real fast. How bad were they during your episode, Julianne?
The striped caterpillar policeman, whatever they were called. So my thing was like, I didn't want to bite into it and then have it like pop, you know, to like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was like, can I like break it first so I don't get that like
That
pop
juice
of
burst?
the
Yeah,
juice?
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
Remember
like
that gum like that?
gushers?
Yes. Oh my God.
Freshen up, pop it off.
So like I like broke it first and then I tried to put it in, but I'm telling you, it was like 20 minutes of me trying to get it in.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
She did it.
I'm actually talking about the bugs that actually, great story, but I mean the bugs that bite you. and
Like
sting
mosquitoes
you.
and
Actually,
shit?
no.
Did it drive you nuts?
There weren't a lot when we were there.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, you never know. You know, if you get a bit of wind, you're okay. You know, it
Yeah.
was bad this week in the Adirondacks. It was terrible. Summer with no wind up there. You know, so it just depends. But you're right, though. Often the worst things on these journeys.
What do you spray on you?
You can cover yourself in dung. That's what the elephants do.
You and this dog,
How about
boy. You take it away from
You know,
it.
they
I
rub,
know.
that's why they rub mud. They roll in the mud and it dries and it protects
Yeah.
their skin. You know,
You're
so
like my favorite German movies. I mean,
Wow.
wow.
With that, Travis is saying they got to go. No, they had to go. Julianne Hough, awesome. Come back and see us.
Thanks, I will.
Yes.
for
Love
sure.
doing Dance with the
Grills,
Stars.
you know.
Thank you.
Send your
Appreciate
brother my
it.
love as well.
Oh, I will.
The whole family.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
And Bear Grylls has been doing our show forever, and we appreciate that. Running Wild with Bear Grylls, Season 3 premieres August 1st and 2nd at 10 p.m. on NBC with Julianne Hough.
Nice.
There you go. Why don't we take a quick break?
Yes.
And we'll be back. Stay there.
Take care.
We are back with Sherrod Small.
Yes, sir.
Jim Norton, who did a red eye from Vegas. He was at UFC 200.
I can't believe I made it. I landed at 6:15. I was still in the airport.
We were all talking, going, he's never going to make it just because of traffic.
Yeah.
Did you fly into Newark?
No, JFK.
Oh, that makes all the difference in the world. Now it all makes sense. because I didn't expect you till at least 8 o'clock. Julianne Hough and Bear Grylls, they were great, huh?
Yeah, that Julianne Hough is easy on the eyes.
Easy
boy.
on the eyes, yes.
That's a good-looking woman.
She had very nice legs.
She's really nice.
Did you see the legs?
Oh, did I? Dancer legs. She got dancer legs.
Yes, she does. What were we talking about?
Dancers, man. If you never had sex with a dancer, you doing something wrong in your life.
Yeah?
Because they put it in. They put it in the work, money. They go 5, 6, 7, 8. That penis, nigga. 5, 6, 7.
We were talking about UFC fighters walking in to the octagon
And Misha Tate was running in really intense.
and screaming.
I was just saying, go back to the beginning just for a second. I just said as a reference, watch when Miocic is. This is in Brazil.
Yeah.
There's 45,000 Brazilians there. It's the biggest crowd ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they all want Verdum. And look at how relaxed he looks. He literally looks like he's just kind of walking in to do something.
And
Not
you
a
get-
fucking care in the world.
And that looks real, like he's not trying to look like
Right,
he's
he just
relaxed.
walking himself.
Casual stroll. I'm going to go fucking knock the heavyweight champion out and then leave.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, in less than one round, he fucking.
Did he?
But while he was backing up,
Wow.
Wait a minute.
this guy's awesome.
I want to see that.
You can just zip through it up to it. You see, watch, but when Verdum comes in, he's all like pumped up. Yeah, Verdum was being very aggressive.
Right. All right. We
You just leave it on.
He's been aggressive on him.
we could just leave it in the background for you there, Sherrod Small.
Yeah.
We were also E-Rock went to Miami over the break.
Oh.
And I asked him about Miami, and I got to call you out. E-Rock goes, I hate Miami.
Miami sucks.
Why? I figure you blend right in there with all those fucking tan models.
Yeah.
Miami does stink, though. People don't want to really give it its stink value.
It does.
But
The beach is nice. It's amazing if you're at the beach, but the rest of the city is just horrible.
I've gone to South
Beach.
Beach a few times over the years. I enjoyed it.
I went once.
Although don't touch a fucking beach chair without paying somebody. Did you have to deal with that crap?
No, the hotel we were staying at had the beach section they own. So
Right,
if you're
okay.
in the hotel,
Then you're good.
you
But
get
I'm
the
talking
towel
about
service, you get the chairs, you get all that stuff.
I mean, I would get up early and I wander and I'm on the beach and then there's like a beach chair. I'm going to sit for a second and it's like 7 a.m. and someone will always run up and say, and they're looking for a handout. It's like there's 100 beach chairs. I can't sit on this one for 5 fucking minutes.
Not even at
everything's
night,
for sale.
too.
Everything is for sale down there. 100. You're right, and it's the principle. It's not about the fucking money. It's like
Right, of
really you're
course.
running up to me to get a few bucks
No,
at
it's
7
about the
a.m. when there's, huh?
It's always about the money.
What do you mean?
With anything down there.
No, but that's what I mean. I would pay the money. I don't care. But
Okay.
it's the principle that this asshole's running up to me at 7 a.m. looking for a handout when he doesn't need this chair anytime soon.
Even if it's completely empty, you can't rent anything unless you're staying at that particular resort or hotel.
What hotel were you staying in?
I was at the Shore Club.
Is that a good place?
It was, I guess, back in the day because they used to have all these celebrities in the lobby.
How
that
old are you,
used to stay
80?
there.
The Shore Club? That sounds like an old man hotel. Like we walk in, there's a giant seashell on the wall. Shut up.
All right, well,
Is it a
when
good hotel? Sure it
when
is.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are there and you're trying to get a photo at the Old Persons Club.
Oh, he name dropped some other old people.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Jay-Z's got to be 50 by now.
Yeah.
It's old hat to Jim, He's good friends with Justin
That's
Timberlake.
right.
He's
Me and JT
jet-setting.
were joking around. You're at the Shore Club. What about the Secret Club?
Was it one of those Art Deco places? Like it's an old
Who's he?
an old hotel that they just refurbished?
No,
with
it's
the bright colors.
No, it's one of those European style places where there's like palm trees and lanterns everywhere, and there's like a private DJ at the pool, and
Yeah.
it's just
Palm trees and lanterns.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun place, actually.
It sounds all right.
You're walking
man.
through a
Sounds
jungle. There's
pretentious.
koi ponds all over the place in the center of the hotel as you try to get to the pool area.
So what?
Why did it suck? It sounds
Yeah,
good.
exactly. So far,
The
sounds
hotel
good.
was nice, and when we were down there for Florida SuperCon, and that was great. But the city itself is just constantly price
What's
gouging
Florida
for everything.
SuperCon?
Yeah, I
It's like Comic-Con.
It's like
but-
prisoner with a
Comic-Con.
cape? Oh. Boo. Yeah, I've been up all night.
Jim's tired.
I'm fucking tuckered.
you ran into Nancy Cartwright. I saw there.
Yeah, Nancy Cartwright.
Who's she?
Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson.
Simpsons and
Did you ever see the
Rugrats.
documentary? I Know That Voice.
Yes.
Okay, I saw it over the break, and I was thinking
One
about
of the
you.
main guys, John DiMaggio.
Is he the Futurama
he's a buddy
guy?
of mine.
He was Red Johnny and the
Johnny
Round
Guy. I know Johnny for
Big
20
stand-up
years.
comics for the longest time.
He's a good friend of
and
mine.
he's one of the most famous voice guys in the world.
Wait, the redhead that does Bender?
No. He's the brunette guy.
Can we pull him up? I want to see his.
Yeah,
You know him from doing stand-up?
Red Johnny the Round Guy.
Oh, you talk about that guy from time to time.
Yeah. John DiMaggio and
him.
Tim.
Oh, yes, redhead. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah,
I know
he
this
was
dude.
always good at doing, like, they would come out and do, like, this white guy rap thing, but it was back before so many guys did it that you hated it. This is like 95, 96, and they would go on at the Boston Comedy Club, and these motherfuckers would blow a hole through the floor. Like, the last thing you wanted to do was follow Red Johnny and the Round Guy.
Right.
Crushed.
Really?
Like, they were the guys who would go on after Maceo killed or Dane.
Right.
Or fucking Chappelle killed. Those guys would always close out the show.
They used to do a
would
rap song and stuff too, right?
I was just saying that. Yeah, they would open with that, but they had great timing together. And Johnny would do all these weird, like, these weird little sounds, and they were just entertaining.
Right.
He's on a Ventura.
Whatever
He's on
happened.
Adventure Time right now, which
He's
is
like
one of
a lot
the
of-
biggest shows in the world.
And he does Futurama. Why'd you say
that's what
no?
it is.
I didn't say no.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, he does Futurama. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does Bender. That's
that's
right.
what I
That's why I
said.
know
He
the
does
name.
Bender.
He has
Yes.
a lot of voices, right?
Yes, this guy's great.
Tons of money.
I know that voice was a pretty good documentary. It's all the people that do the animations.
It's still on the front
animation
section
voices.
of the documentaries on Netflix. So
It was
if you
all
haven't
right.
seen it, you should
I
check
have
it
to
out.
watch that.
It was a little too inside because it played to people that might want to get into that business. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Just do your silly voices.
Well, that's why it's a documentary.
I just came up with a good cartoon voice.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm not looking for that.
Yes.
All right, what's the character though? Is it
I just have the voice.
is it an animal? Is it a robot? Is it an alien?
What is he looking for?
Yeah, we need a
don't
backstory
know.
on the voice.
There's a big schnoz on it, whatever it is. I'd like to know where you think we're coming from.
Oh, that sounds like
It's killer.
yeah.
Oh?
I don't know.
It's a killer
Dick
voice.
Dastardly.
Oh?
Dick Dastardly.
What's Dick Dastardly
Doc,
sound?
yeah.
I'll show you.
Oh.
You know Dick Dastardly.
Yes, I've been
I used to
called
call my
that.
penis Dr. Dick Dastardly.
Boo.
He was a doctor. That's true.
The doctor. Dr. Detroit is more believable.
Remember him?
Dr. Kevorkian is preferable.
I was thinking more. Wow.
Jimmy's back.
Oh, okay. Dick Dastardly. I was
Yeah.
thinking more Marvin the Martian.
Oh, Marvin the Martian.
I heard a little Marvin the Martian in there. You might want
let me
to
hear
adjust
it.
your voice a little bit there,
Okay.
Jimmy, so you don't get sued.
Let me hear this Dick Dastardly character.
Oh, you know Dick Dastardly.
I don't remember what he sounds
let
like,
me
though.
pull up Marvin the Martian because that's more accurate.
Oh, thank you, E-Rock. I
Oh,
appreciate
Marvin, yeah.
that. Here we go.
That ain't it.
It will be it eventually after the commercial.
Bombard Mars with photons.
You got to go through the whole episode.
The planet and
Very angry indeed.
See?
That doesn't sound like my guy.
I said a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah, you better go. I'll change it a
Now you're
little.
changing it.
You're affected by this.
I would like to lay some bricks down and build a house.
Now it just sounds like Uncle Paul.
In disguise.
Yeah, Uncle Paul Dastardly.
That's like the beginning of it.
I know. That was me gearing up, searching.
I think there's a lot of different voices in there, different animated characters. But I know that voice was good. I enjoyed it. And DiMaggio he's a fucking rock star in that business, huh?
He is great.
He makes a lot of money, I bet.
Tons of money. He's up there with Billy West and a few other people that are that top tier of doing every kind of animation.
Right. They get a lot of work out there in Hollywood.
Yeah, once Red Johnny and the Round Guy split, he was doing some solo projects and then started doing the voices, got Futurama, and then took it
Did
all
some
from there.
acting and
Whatever happened to the other guy?
Tim. I don't know what happened. I know Tim was working at one point. He had like a warehouse gig. I think he got married or something. I think. I ask about him from time to time. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't think he's in the business anymore.
He just kind of faded away.
Oh, there he is.
There's
yeah.
the round guy.
Is that that's not from the boss? That's probably from him. They had a show on MTV at one point.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Lasted like one. I don't know how this will be now, but
Oh, look at
Jon Stewart, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
let me see.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, what's up?
All right, New York City. We're Red Johnny and the Round Guy. We always like to start off with a little music. We're gonna drop it for you right now, John.
There you go. Ready?
Ow, what? If it hadn't been for you meddling kids, I'd have gotten away with the treasure. Ba-da-boom, 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 ba-da-boom. When we used to sing a little two-man sing on the comedy tip, you can bet we swing. We want to see if you can move and groove to this. We're not serious, so don't try to ditch straight to the point. Came to rock the joint. Lyrics so dope to make Scooby go. Zoinks over here.
Those guys, that's not the best set they've done, but they would fucking
just murder.
The last thing you wanted to do is follow those guys on the Late Show Friday. If you looked at the schedule, it was Red Johnny and the Round Guy and you. Friday, 12:50. Oh, fuck me.
What club was this?
Boston Comedy.
Oh, Boston, yeah, Boston.
But back to E-Rock. So why does Miami suck?
It's overly expensive. Everybody's trying to just get every fucking nickel and dime out of you, no matter where you turn. The cab drivers are scummy.
What do you mean they're scummy?
They're trying to cheat you?
Yeah, they're trying to cheat you all the time. Like they, like in New York, they have the machine on the passenger side where you can slide your card to pay for the cab, and they're always saying, "Oh, that thing's not working right." And they have the little square on their iPhones, and they're trying to get you to give them the card so they can swipe it on their phones. I'm like,
is that a scam?
It happened 3 times. And I said, no, it's showing up here on the machine. They're like, yeah, we're having problems with it. Just give me your card and I'll
charge it twice.
And it'll email. No, they're just trying to charge you, I guess, outside of the cab service.
Right.
Oh, they're trying to get
because they're doing it on their phone. And
Gotcha.
they said, oh, it emails you a receipt. I said, no, I'll do it over here. It's showing up, and they argue with you, but I keep doing it on
how
the machine.
you want to pay. That's
so why
weird.
wouldn't you just give them cash at that point?
Because I don't carry cash with me most of the time. So
all right.
I just slide it with the card, and I did it in the machine for the cab. And I'm like, look, it went through, no problem. But then on other occasions, they're constantly trying to do that. Because I think they're just pocketing the money off the side.
There's got to be
not
something
charging.
again, a little extra on that.
I think something fishy's going on. That's the new voice.
I like that.
Did you see any evidence of
I
them
like
trying
that
to
one.
raise the city up? Because that's the whole big thing in Miami right now. They're trying to.
In Little Haiti. Little Haiti is in Miami.
No.
A lot of Haitians.
They're trying to raise. I'm saying they're trying to physically raise the city up because of the flooding. They said it's going to be flooding in Miami soon.
How are they going to raise the
You
city?
can't just.
That's what
I would assume.
Google it.
I believe you, but wouldn't they build a wall around the?
A wall? What are you, Trump?
I mean, you can build a city
You can't
on
raise-
rock and roll, apparently, but
How you
But
gonna
some
raise
islands do
city?
the same thing. Like they pulling up all the buildings and they putting a barrier around the edges. They're trying to protect from the flood surge or whatever.
wow.
You can't pull the buildings up higher, can you?
I mean, they do.
I guess I'm thinking really big buildings. I would assume maybe the smaller ones you could do something.
Yeah, some of the smaller ones, I guess, close to the shore. And then
I
they
didn't even
put
know
some
that
type of barrier around it
I didn't know
to
they're
protect from the water.
they're attempting this.
Why don't they just not live on the edge of the ocean?
Yeah, but that's
Fucking
not,
move.
That's what humans do. That's how we live.
Wow.
What?
So it says, article from last year, the city's using about $500 million to install 80 pumps and to raise roads and seawalls across the entire
There
city.
you go.
Well, I get raising the roads and the seawall.
And it's everywhere. You can usually see it, see some of the construction going on, I heard now.
Do they say that in the clubs? Raise the roads!
What about the clubs, E-Rock? Did you go to any of the clubs down there?
No clubs.
Why?
Because I don't care about the clubs. I don't want to go to the club. The clubs
It's
are
over.
a waste
Club
of
days
time.
are over.
They're just a waste of time and a waste of money. But the city is all tied in together where the hotels on South Beach have restaurants and bars in their facilities, but everything closes at sunset. They close the pool, they close the restaurants, they close the bars because they don't want you staying at the hotel at night. They want you to go to the clubs. But if you don't want to go to the clubs, there's nothing to do in that area. There's no sports bars, there's no dive bars. All the restaurants are fucking touristy, and we had to I think we walked at least 15 blocks away from everything just to find chains. Fast food chains or open air.
You're in South Beach and you're eating at fast food joints?
Well, do you want to spend $100 a meal on? We went for Cuban
I would
food.
if I'm a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman.
When JT flips the bill, you can go and do that. But we went. We got authentic Cuban food one night, but it was good, but it was too expensive.
Did the cook quit and throw his apron at the chef because he got an offer to do a $5,000 drug run? I just thought maybe that happened.
Why are you getting mad at that, E-Rock?
I'm not.
It's a good movie reference.
Yeah.
I was figuring out how old the reference is.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1983.
But that's a good reference always. Scarface is always.
It's a classic.
It's what they call a classic.
Yeah, so you go to eat and everything has a surcharge on it. So
Oh, that's not fair. What about the women?
So
what's the area where all the food trucks are? Didn't go down there, that Westwood or whatever it is, where the artists are?
Nagel Avenue.
Wynwood.
Wynwood. We went down there. There's a brewery down there, but that's a bit out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
You enjoy a good brewery, don't you?
why not?
Nice.
Good food, good beer.
Good friendship.
Yes. Good
Gastro
times.
pub.
Look at the hops.
How fucking boring. A brewery. Here's all the hops we put in.
Would you like to look at our hops?
I certainly would not.
They're in the back. You want to come look at
You don't
the
want to see
hops?
how it's made, Jimmy?
No, I don't. Stinks. Run your fingers through the hop bag.
And the barley? You want to see how the barley's
No, I
Somebody
really
took
don't.
a brewery tour.
No, but I remember when that fucking creeper would come in NEW.
Sam,
Fucking the Sam
Jim
guy.
Cook?
Yeah, where he talked about
He
fucking
loved
hops.
talking about his hops.
Like they were clits. Fucking.
He would dive through them like Scrooge McDuck.
Do you like when they they explain their brew?
No.
We used a little chocolate in this one.
Oh.
That's fascinating.
Give it a wood flavor.
we
What's the drink wood?
we age it in bourbon barrels.
That's a big thing.
I know. That's why I got some knowledge.
Bourbon, whiskey, and wine barrels.
And wine barrels too, huh?
Wine barrels now. Yeah. But
Who was the big get at the con down there?
Con, right?
Everybody was trying. Well, William Shatner was down there.
Oh, was
He
he?
was mobbed every day. So it was
How old is he now? Like
the
80?
mafia?
Oh, he's over 80.
He's over 80.
He's over
Like
80.
85?
He looks
No.
amazing too.
He looks amazing.
He
That's
looks
amazing.
amazing. How old is William Shatner? Look it up.
85, I think you're right. He looks-
85?
I was just guessing with 85.
It's been about a year.
Maybe, no, you know what? Maybe 82. I'm sorry. I think
85.
82. Is he 85?
Damn!
Just turned 85 in March. We probably haven't seen him in almost 2 years.
No,
at
I
this
had him
point.
in when you were out one day. He and I did a nice long 40-minute chat about death.
Oh, right. That was very recent.
Yeah, he was good.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
he
only
was-
a couple months ago.
What did he say?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Actually, I was talking about. I seen a documentary that him and Leonard Nimoy did together, where they were just talking, and it was really interesting to watch these guys. You know, Leonard Nimoy told a story when he was a cabbie that he fucking picked up John F. Kennedy.
Wow.
Good thing he wasn't in Dallas. That'd have been a fucking horrible cab ride. But,
Where was it? In the...
Washington, maybe. I don't remember.
Really?
Or New York. But he said Kennedy tried to stiff him by getting out at this event, and he was like a senator back then.
Wow.
He just tried to walk out the cab.
Yeah, but he said what he said he learned about Kennedy was so smart because he was asked about the country and asked Kennedy what are you going to do, and Kennedy said, what do you think we should do? Like, he just remembered how smart he was to put it back on him,
Yeah.
and get his opinion about it. And I forget, that's not a really good story, but
I think it's fascinating. Just those two dudes together in a car.
yeah, Leonard Nimoy driving Jack Kennedy, just so
Right.
weird.
I was distracted because as you're telling that story, E-Rock ran and closed all the curtains. What's going on?
Well-
that usually means nudity.
Yeah, why he closed
that
the
usually
curtains?
means nudity.
Yeah.
Nudity.
Well, I wanted to show you one of the other big gets down there.
I saw your Instagram.
Was Marina
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, I love her!
Yeah.
Who is she?
She was in Deadpool.
That's the chick from Deadpool?
That's Ryan Reynolds' girlfriend in Deadpool.
Oh, she was from fucking that annoying show.
V, Firefly,
No,
Firefly, yes.
Stargate.
Homeland.
Homeland, yeah.
Homeland.
Yeah,
She's in everything.
I'd give her rump a nuzzling.
She's in Gotham right now on Fox.
Yeah,
Oh, is
she's
she?
very pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Very
girl.
pretty.
She looks good with short hair too.
What
yeah, I
is
didn't
she?
recognize her with the short
Woman.
hair.
Where's her nationality? Like, what is she from? What is...
I would go.
She gets a lot of work, this one. Science fiction a lot, too. Why is that? Is that what bitches
That's
in the
where she
future don't look
started, I
like?
think, really.
I'm going Israeli. A little Israeli action.
Yeah,
in
she
there.
does look Israeli.
A little bit, right?
Oh, let's see.
Wow, this guy wants to call you out on South Beach, Eric.
A
You're-
Brazilian American.
Brazilian.
Brazilian, all right. You ready for this? He wants to call you out on South Beach.
Okay.
Let's say hi to Kevin in Miami. What's up, Kevin?
E-Rock, I live on Front Notion, you dummy. I don't
I'm
understand
sorry.
how... I'm a wealthy fellow, first off. But,
Good for you. Me
so-
too.
Yeah, that's great. And then you're complaining about you're going to chain restaurants. Dude, if you Google some basic restaurants, not even like, you said dive bars on South Beach, how is that sustainable on one of the wealthiest shore points basically in the country.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, we were there for an event, and I don't want to go to your shitty, overpriced clubs. So there's nothing else to do, and I understand clubs and hotels are the only industry that's down there. So unless you're super wealthy or work in the service industry, those are the only people down there. So
And like I said, if you use fucking Google for 2 minutes, you could find out that there's things below clubs. There's these little places where you can sit down at a table and have some cocktails without house music blaring.
yeah, okay. Lobbies of the hotel, still expensive.
Okay, so clearly you're a wealthy fella that doesn't know how to utilize this funds properly.
Oh, I do. I didn't spend hundreds of dollars per club and meal.
Eric, you won the lottery. I don't understand what your problem is.
Right. And I still have it because I don't spend it on fucking clubs and $100 restaurants.
Well, how about you take care of your wife?
How about you worry about yourself and piss away your money, and 20 years from now, when I still have all of mine because I didn't fucking waste it on nonsense, then we can revisit this conversation.
Eric, it's apples to apples. I live in Miami. You live in New York. It's like 1A to 1B in terms of cost of living.
Right, and it was worse down in Miami than it is in New York. And besides, when we got to Miami, it was rated the worst city to live in the United States.
You went on vacation. Treat yourself, you dummy.
I wasn't there on vacation. I was working.
Well, treat it like a fucking vacation. You're on a beach.
Yeah, and you're at con. That's like a hobby.
That usually means he's in trouble.
Miami Con, or whatever it's called.
On a beach?
Oh, shit, sorry. All right.
You're not going to convince me.
Leave Eric alone. He's a big star today.
I'm glad you enjoy it, and good for you.
Eric's a big star
one
today.
More question?
Yeah.
One more question, though. Eric, did you go to the beach?
Yes, I did.
That's the best, though. Just chilling and fucking on the beach.
Naked girls everywhere.
Yeah.
Drunk bitches, fighting with their rich sugar daddies and on wave
So
runners.
where were these pictures and videos?
Oh, I'm not going to creep. I'm not going to take the photos on the
creep.
beach. No.
Fuck it.
By the way, another big thing on South Beach, drones.
Oh, really?
There was like 4 drones just hovering over any girl that was laying out topless.
That's awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
You're just laying there, like if you're laying on one of those, if you're laying on one of the chairs there, and you have your eyes closed and everything. All of a sudden, you hear.
That's the best, though, right, Sherrod? That's the best.
And then you look up and you're like, "Why is this above me?" And you look to your right. There's a topless girl laying there.
Funny.
And it's just HD camera zoomed in.
I'm sure they got a website or something.
Yeah, find the drone website where they're creeping on the topless girls.
This is a new kind of creep.
Thank you, Kevin.
I like this.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I enjoyed South Beach a couple times I went.
The beach is great.
You go down there, you have things to do.
But E-Rock's not exaggerating. More people seem like they're looking for that handout than even
There's so
even
many
in New York
homeless
City.
people down there, and
Yes.
rightfully so. That's where you should be homeless because it's nice all
I
year
always
long.
said that. Why would you be homeless in a cold weather fucking area?
Yeah, I know. Look what happened to Ratso Rizzo, though. He tried to get down there and he couldn't. He wanted to get to Miami. Get to Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida.
Miami coming up. He fucking asshole dies on the bus.
Why is he an asshole for dying that way?
Just that they could have fucking flown and been there in 2
Wow.
hours.
Oh my God.
Wait.
This is flying a drone over a nude beach. This guy should get one of those.
I know. Why's he got clothes on?
Wow, I don't even know what it was.
They have one
so
shot of a up a
I
girl.
saw the up.
This is the
how
beauty.
did he
Wow,
get
this is
that?
great.
Yeah, how did the drone get that angle?
That's a fucking hell of a drone.
It's amazing.
That drone was scraping the sand to get that
Apparently,
angle.
there's no law. If there is a law, they don't enforce it. But it seemed like there was no law because there was several drones every
sure
day
there's no
out
law.
there just combing the beach.
They just don't know how to figure that shit out yet. Trust me, there's going to be laws.
Well, they're going to get
against the
smaller and
drones.
smaller to the drones.
Right.
Eventually, this is what it's going to be. We're going to be able to see whatever we want whenever we want.
That is.
Slabo!
All right.
Attention.
Sorry. Thank you.
I don't know if those T-shirts are selling anymore. You want to take one more about Miami?
Sure, why not?
Let me take a random one here. Let me.
Naked beach day.
I'll go with a guy named Frank in the Bronx. Frank,
Welcome to the program, Frank.
What's up, Frank?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back.
Thank you. I missed this damn place.
I have to agree with Eric for the first time. The beaches are nice, but what kind of loser doesn't like Miami? What kind of loser doesn't use Uber, you fat fuck?
I did use Uber. Uber and Lyft were very prominent there.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the first day or so of using the cabs, all of a sudden by the convention center is all Uber and Lyft. So they were giving out free ride cards. So I just took a stack of them, and that's how I got around Miami if we weren't walking anywhere. Just use the free Uber or the Lyft cards.
I actually got an Uber story from my time off. We went to Wildwood, New Jersey for a few days, and we took an Uber. And I had a whole thing of blueberries that I bought, and I had the front seat because we had a lot of people. So I was offering the Uber driver my blueberries, and he was picking handfuls of blueberries and eating them with me. And I enjoyed the moment that I was sharing my blueberries with this stranger, this Uber. And then my brother-in-law, when we got out of the Uber, he goes,
"Smash the blueberries."
No, he goes, "Do you understand that guy was picking his dead tooth before he dug into your blueberries?" I'm like, he was looking at me like, "What's wrong with you? You didn't notice the guy in his dead tooth and how he was picking it."
Amy Schumer hasn't behaved so disgustingly in a taxi.
But my brother-in-law doesn't, he doesn't clue me into this until after the ride was over. But I guess the guy was picking at his dead tooth and then dug into my blueberries during my Uber ride.
What?
That place, the Diamond Beach right there, and isn't that nice down there?
I liked it, man. That's about where we were, pretty much at Diamond Beach, and I enjoyed it.
I stay at that Iacona place there all the time. It's really cool. It's really nice, quiet. You have your own beach. Anyway, thanks a lot, Slavo. I'll see you later. You got to make me laugh. How can you not like Miami? If you're a man, you got to like Miami.
The beach was nice. The rest of the city sucks.
What about all the beautiful people that you get to check out down there?
Yes. We've discovered something else.
What?
So there was these young girls at the hotel.
Yay!
Someone woke up.
Well, that's where this is going.
Someone woke up for their red eye.
So these young girls, I think they were Russian, right?
Where were they going?
What's the rush?
They were showing up at the pool in these really inappropriate bathing suits, right? But there was
Inappropriate to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, to everybody.
Are those the new bathing suits where they're pretty much you're seeing pussy lips now?
No, it's like one piece of cloth that makes a V from down. It's almost
that's
like
what I mean.
The
It's
Borat thing where
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the new look, and they're pretty much barely covering the actual lips at this point.
Show off them plump cunnies.
What happened?
So
it's a little this cut. I mean, as a guy, you appreciate when you see it, but it's a little weird. Right?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It gets uncomfortable.
It does, because it's barely... It's...
Show the twat lips? I would like that.
Pretty close. Yeah. You can see where they have to shave just to get this thing on.
It's like someone cut the
skin is a little darker in that area down there.
Oh, yes.
Nice. So these girls are around the pool, and we notice that there's this, big, ugly broad with them, right? And she's just kind of hovering. She's not with them, but she's hovering kind of close to these two girls. And the pool, the clientele, there's a lot of Europeans, so there's a lot of topless women in the pool and good-looking people, and they're all staring at these two girls and feeling uncomfortable. Somebody at the hotel told us that it's a thing down there that a lot of these foreign moms bring their daughters down to Miami to try to hook them up with rich men and get green cards and things like that.
Sugar daddies? How old are the girls?
Couldn't have been more than... they looked 16 at most. It was really, that's why everybody was getting uncomfortable. They were down by the pool, wearing stuff that they shouldn't be wearing. And there's these ladies that hover around them. And somebody told me it's a thing down there where, people come over from Europe or Russia and stuff like that. And they bring their kids and try to pimp off their kids to rich people down in
So
Miami.
they cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
And then
they do it themselves.
And then the mom gets a payout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moms probably get all the money.
Green card, and then they can come to the United States. But it was really uncomfortable. If they were older, I mean, they were gorgeous, but it was uncomfortable knowing that they were so
fighting that tent in your pants. Yeah. Wrestling around with your prick with an Arnold Palmer in your other hand.
Against the pool wall.
All right, we hear it was uncomfortable, but how many times did you jerk off back at the hotel?
Exactly, a fucking BLT on his tummy, tugging his prick, looking at fucking...
Thinking about what he saw at the pool?
No, I mean while he's at the pool. His little towel going up and down.
Been in the water a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a little strange.
So they weren't underage, though. You'd think they were underage, but
they looked it. Like,
you don't think the cops will swarm in and try to...
Oh, come on. Everyone's
Everyone's
in on it.
No.
Everyone's in on it.
If you in on it, then I see why you look the other way. Wow.
So that was interesting to watch. And then the rest of Miami, the weather is what it is.
I'm just glad you didn't take Gittles this time to spend my damn money.
Oh, he did.
Did he come?
He did.
That son of a bitch.
Gittles goes where E-Rock goes.
Right. Oh, you and Gittles just poo-pooing the saucy outfits. What a shit trip that is. What'd you do? Me and Gittles just sat around and said, those girls ought to put something on. Cover up, ladies.
And Gittles, did he end up wearing shorts?
Yeah, Gittles was in shorts. And
he doesn't look like a guy that wears shorts ever.
It was weird because he kept getting scanned at the airport because he looks like a terrorist.
He looks like a Cuban.
Right.
I would assume he would fit right in down there in South Beach.
Gittles looks like he wears the skin of prostitutes.
He does.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
Good old Gittles.
Yeah.
So the con, what is it called? Miami Con?
It was called Florida SuperCon.
Florida SuperCon.
So we were down there, did a bunch of interviews, and had a good time. Enjoyed Miami for whatever it was. And
is that separate from the Comic-Con, or is the same people behind
no, it's
it?
different company.
Okay.
What kind of cool? So the cons always had these like weird, cool people who are not like I told you, the guy who was in like one of the leads in Used Cars. I met like these guys who you just never think you'll ever meet. Who was there that was like not Shatner?
Yeah, some weird out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Cindy from Cindy Morgan from Caddyshack.
Oh yeah, I've met her before. I met her in
Wait, which one is she?
San Diego.
The blonde girl.
She was Lacey Underwall.
Lacey Underwall, of course.
How'd she look?
Yeah, did she hold up?
She's a nice little.
She
She's a
looks
little older.
like
old lady.
Did you just eat a lemon over there?
No, she looks.
It's radio.
Like,
Fucking explains
like
how awful she
went the
looks.
Sally Struthers route, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's big.
Little
She's
Dusty
big.
Rhodes.
She's
Yeah.
big.
Feeding kids. Dusty Rhodes.
I remember being in starring in that Cat Attack movie.
Oh man. Well, she's an older lady now too.
Yeah.
That movie's.
Let's pull her up.
Did we have her on?
That movie might be 35, 36 years old now, right?
80.
At least.
80-ish, 81-ish, somewhere around there.
Caddyshack came out in 80.
80, okay.
So, wow.
That's 36.
Kenny Loggins.
Wow.
That's a quick 36. Let me see a recent picture of Cindy Morgan.
Wow, her tits were really kissable.
Yeah, there she is. She's still a good-looking woman.
Yeah, she's not a bad-looking woman.
Yeah, she's not bad.
Yeah, the dais is blocking a lot.
She's really big.
The dais is blocking a lot.
Like it keeps going.
You wouldn't want to see her walking down the golf course without a bra on?
She was very nice.
I've never seen an alligator.
I mean, but this is what it was.
Wow.
Hubba hubba.
Oh, time.
She was okay. Let's see her. She looked good.
What do you mean she's okay?
She's pretty. Wow. Let's see her now. Oh my God,
like-
she looked good.
Chevy Chase was hitting it from the back in one of those pictures. Did you see that pic?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was that?
Man, time gets all of us, huh?
It
Sure
gets us.
does.
She'll still
Fuck.
get it right there, too. I'll still give it to her.
That's 2010.
Can't Guad leave a few of these people alone and let them be fucking hot for their entire lives?
You gotta die young for that, brother.
Let a safe fall on their head when they're 37.
Oh, she
Morgan
was-
Fairchild, she's friends with me on something.
She blocked Chip on Facebook, on Twitter.
Did she really? Morgan Fairchild?
Yeah, because he wasn't. A Chip is never like necessarily nasty. He's just he pesters people. And I forget what Chip was saying because somebody I know is friends with her.
So you decided to
She still looks good.
tweet her as Chip?
Chip was at mentioning her and someone else.
Yeah.
And I forget what Chip was saying to Morgan, but all of a sudden she blocked old Chipper.
The old Chipperoo.
He was just being annoying. Maybe you can Google Chip Chipperson and Morgan Fairchild and they just.
Do you take pleasure knowing that Morgan Fairchild read Chip Chipperson's tweets and was just, fuck this thing?
She was like, what is this? Because, of course, everyone's chiming in going, sis, what? Yeah, what's up or something? You know, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's
I don't remember where Chip did that. But it wasn't, again, Chip's never horrible to the people. It's just embarrassing trying to bond with them.
He's worrisome.
She just didn't want to deal with it. We're looking for it right now.
You have to Google Chip Chipperson and Morgan.
By the way,
Fairchild, the same thing. Oh.
by the way, Angel, it looks like in Indiana, Key West will be underwater by 2050. They'll figure something out by 2050.
That's what you think?
Yeah, humans aren't going to just sit around and watch the water slowly rise. They're going to figure some of this shit out. We're going to decide what cities to save.
I just saw some island, the president of some island in the Pacific, that his island is sinking. He went up to Alaska and to the North Pole to see the glaciers melt and to see what's causing. Yeah, his island's going to be gone. All his people right now, I think they move into Chile.
Can we play my
from the island?
The guy from Guam.
Can we play my favorite?
I don't think it was Guam.
Can we play my favorite island clip? Eric will find it.
I think.
What is it?
I'll see if Travis has it.
Please play my favorite island clip. You just remind me of something. But first, we go to the Morgan Fairchild
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is what she posted.
Yeah.
From May of this year.
Oh, this is recent that she blocked.
Yeah,
you.
talking about TSA security had fired over long lines, and there's a link to an article, and it shows a photo of this huge line at the airport.
Right.
And then we go over to Chip.
Yeah.
Chip says, "Sis, the het. Why didn't they fire all of them? Sis, my jokes have you laughing your balls off, babe.
My jokes will have you laughing your balls off, babe."
Yeah, why wouldn't we just have Chip read his own tweet? Can you read your own tweet, Morgan Fairchild, Chip, please?
My head. Why didn't they fire all of them? My jokes will have you laughing your balls of, babe.
Of
balls of babe.
There was a couple
What's
like
the problem with that?
He called her babe, and I think he asked for a follow back. Chip asked for a follow back to a lot of people, and they're never interested.
No. Have you gotten a few?
Never. No. He'll say it to like really famous people.
Yeah.
Someone with 8 million Twitter followers, you're not going to follow back. He doesn't earn it.
Man.
Yeah, Morgan Fairchild she had it up to here with Chip.
That was it.
It didn't take long. She was not having it.
We'll figure out some shit with this rising water. We'll figure out what cities we want to save, and they'll get to work on it.
I hope so. I will see. I think New York has the same problem. That's why there's all this
we got problems.
Hurricane Sandy recovery fixing of the subways. They're trying to do that kind of thing right now, like raise a lot of this stuff out of the.
It's amazing how much water ends up on Manhattan when those superstorms come through.
Yeah,
me and Jimmy were down there.
Yes,
the tip of Manhattan was completely underwater. It was crazy to see.
That's what they're trying to fix right now.
Pretty amazing.
Brooklyn, the same thing happened. The edge of Brooklyn, all that shit was underwater.
Right.
And all the tunnels were flooded up to fucking 8 feet. It's like, what is that?
Can't we play the whole 2 minutes?
All right, you want to? Okay.
I don't know. This is my favorite island clip of all time, Hank Johnson. All right. In case you'd never heard this before, I don't even want to give away the punchline.
This is a island that...
Talking about Guam.
Widest level is 12 miles from shore to shore, and at its smallest level or smallest location, it's 7 miles between.
How about you just say 12 miles by 7 miles?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
What are you, a church pastor?
I don't have the exact dimensions, but to your point, sir, I think Guam is a small island.
Very small island, and about 24 miles, if I recall, long. So 24 miles long, about 7 miles wide at the least widest.
Narrowest, you dope.
On the island, and about 12 miles wide.
He said it's a small island. Move on.
The widest part of the island.
You just want to prove that he's working.
And I don't know how many square miles that is. Do you happen to know?
I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that.
What?
The Guam population.
Pause so Sherrod can enjoy that.
This general has to tolerate this shithead.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Pause so you can enjoy this.
He's
talking to a general. A general, like Jimmy said, a general has to deal with this shit.
He's been watching too many cartoons.
He's scared that if it gets overpopulated,
the island's going to tip over.
It's going to tip over, yes.
Holy
I get why you'd think that if you're an idiot.
I don't have words for that.
But he's a congressman, right?
Or a senator.
Those people are worse.
But, all right, continue.
But you could tell the general just thinks this guy's such a dope.
He's a congressman.
Congressman, back up a little bit. I want to hear that again. Okay, good.
You don't anticipate that.
that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that.
He's trying not to laugh.
The Guam population, I think, currently about 175,000, and again, with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 25,000 more into the population.
And also things like the environment, the sensitive areas of the environment, coral reefs and those kinds of things. And I know that, lots of people don't like to think about that, but, we didn't think about global warming either. And now we do have to think about it. And so I'm concerned from an environmental standpoint whether or not Guam is the best place to do this relocation, but it's actually the only place. Is that correct?
This is the best place. This is the farthest west U.S. territory that we own. And, this is part of our nation. And in readdressing the forward presence and posture importance to Pacific Command, Guam is vital to this decision.
Man,
he's a congressman, and he thinks an island could tip over if there's too many people on it.
He's dumb as a shithouse rat.
Yeah,
he's dumb. He's like old school dumb. Like, don't know he's dumb.
And why can't the general just call him out on that? Like, are you serious?
Because he probably needs his vote on something. I'm guessing he needs him to approve. He's probably like a committee head.
He's sure sitting on a committee,
because then he may believe he had an itch. He started itching his eye because I think his eye was probably twitching. Like, this guy's yeah, he was trying to keep it together.
He was like, the general should have said, no, if just in case the island is starting to tip over, we'll put a motorboat motor on it, and we'll ride it right up to the shores of America. So don't worry about that.
Good old Hank Johnson. He's still in there?
He can't be.
I hope so.
Congressman Hank Johnson.
Since 2007.
He's in there.
What state? What, the lovely state?
Georgia's 4th congressional district.
I think they should be. I think they should be able to kick you out if you think an island could tip over.
Yeah.
You would think, but no, it's a dumber thing said by these people, by Congress.
Find one. That's right up there. Find one.
Give me a week.
All right, find one. Next time you come in here, you find one.
I got a research department now. I'll get one.
That might be the dumbest thing anyone's ever said into a microphone.
That was pretty dumb.
Yes.
And he talks slow. He's a babbler, this guy.
Whenever you see somebody that old and that dumb, this guy's been dumb like that for decades.
He was never smart.
No.
What do you mean dumb for decades?
Yes.
He probably was never smart.
But he did something smart enough to get into Congress.
That's crazy.
Good talker, maybe made promises. He's too stupid to realize he's lying. I'm going to get everybody $2 million.
Maybe he grew into a guy who looks like he might know what he's talking about because he's got the gray hair. Yeah. Like Bill Cosby's father on Cosby Show.
All right. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Don't he like that dude?
Yeah. You tell me whatever you want.
You got to know what he's talking about at least some point.
I think someone has to say it. The people he represents are probably dumber, and that's how.
I'm sure.
And that's how he got in there.
Well, the people who represent they're Americans, right?
Yeah. So
it's a possibility.
His district is probably really dumb and elected the dummy.
But he probably was respected in his neighborhood, or maybe in the church, or did something in the community.
And that's all it takes. Hey, changing subject slightly, Joe Perry had a heart attack.
Damn.
Oh, you were flying all night. Huge news today.
Oh, is he dead?
No, he's all right. I think he's in.
That's what he said he looked like.
Wow,
Bill Cosby.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Hank Johnson looks like him. Joe Perry, I think he was playing close to Coney Island, somewhere down there. They made it sound like it was New York City, but I think it was near Coney Island. 3 songs in, he pretty much collapsed. Walked off stage, got behind an amp, I believe, and then collapsed.
He felt it happening?
Yes. He said he wasn't feeling good before the show itself. And I guess he's in stable condition, but I believe they said he had a heart attack.
How old is he now?
Joe Perry's got to be,
65? To guess.
60, probably right around there, maybe a little younger than that.
65. You nailed it.
You nailed it. Jimmy got it.
I'm a good guesser of age.
Nailed it.
In that direction.
65.
1950, September 10th.
That Vampires. What are they called again? The Vampire Hollywood Vampires. They were doing a
the
show.
Johnny Depp group.
Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper. And 3 songs in, he collapsed. There it is. Joe Perry in stable condition after collapsing during performance.
Is there any video? Oh, no video.
Yeah, there is video now.
Oh.
Yeah, the crowd collapsed after 1 song in.
Yeah. I said it many times in the show. I never really.
Didn't they sing at the Oscars or some show? The Grammys.
I never got into Alice Cooper. There's a couple songs I like. But
yeah.
I thought his stage presence was just nonsense.
Not your cup of tea.
Out, that always
I like the School's Out.
No more school.
I like the School's Out. Is this the video of him collapsing? We're looking at a very weak-looking Joe Perry.
Johnny Depp.
Did he already walk off stage?
Yeah, these guys didn't even notice. They kept playing.
Wow, no. There's him sitting over there. Oh, he's feeling it right there.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Oh,
sitting down.
Sitting down.
He still sounds good, though, Alice Cooper.
Yeah. He's a professional. While Perry's trying to still play, but he looks extremely weak.
Oh,
he's sitting on the drum riser.
That's scary.
And now he walks behind the amp. He's wobbly.
Oh, shit.
Where's the camera going away from him?
Yeah, why would you? And then the drummer looks over to the left, and they just keep playing.
Well, then they saw that he.
I heard they kept playing.
Wow.
They finished the show?
No, they did.
Yeah, I think they finished the show
without him.
Yep.
That's scary.
How bad did they need the money? Would you just stop everything at that point?
Oh, they should have just bit him on the neck.
We should take a break. We got Piers Morgan calling it today in a few minutes. He gets the people talking.
That was a serious video, him getting sick like that.
What do you mean?
That just looked bad, like he was about to die on stage.
Yeah, he stopped
It didn't
playing.
look good.
Wow.
He looked really weak, and he continued.
Arm like it was shaking his
You
left
see
arm
that?
between his. Oh man,
He looked very thin when we saw him. He's a thin guy. But he
Right.
looked really wiry when he was in here.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I kept saying stuff. I was like, why don't you strum along or something? I didn't know what to say. His book was really good, though.
You know
he was from Boston, Massachusetts? I shouldn't fuck with the poor guy. He's had a heart attack. He's a real tough guy. I am. Make fun of the guitarist who fucking had a heart attack.
Yeah, the book was.
Good luck to Joe
The
Perry.
book was all right. You know,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
you think he left some stories out of there that he should have
I don't know.
But he met Steven Tyler at 19.
Met him at a lake somewhere.
Yeah, I was inspired to.
In New England. You gave him I believe you gave him an awkward hug too, which he wasn't having it.
Oh yeah, I did hug Joe Perry.
Did he feel frail?
I don't know. All right, what do we got? We got plugs. Sherrod, you got a plug?
Yes, my new show, 27th, July 27th on A&E, Black and White, and I'm doing a Colbert show on the 15th.
That's
cool.
awesome. That's a few days out, right?
It's a few days out.
Friday? Tuesday?
Yeah,
right?
Friday. Yeah. What's today?
Does he work Fridays or does he do the
Yeah,
two
I said it's this Friday, right?
or does he do the 2 on the Thursday?
No, he does.
He works it on Fridays.
I think we do it Thursday and then they air it Friday.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So he's got that schedule.
Oh, here's the hug.
Well, he couldn't. He was not.
Yeah, that's a weak hug.
That was good.
Yeah, that's a little weak.
He looked scared. It looked like thin, though. Look how thin and...
Yeah.
What'd you say when you hugged him? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
I bet it was good.
I love that he wears the fingerless leather gloves.
How old would he look if he didn't have that gear on and his hair was
he
like
would look
that?
he would look like an old lady.
He look like an old lady.
He would look like an old lady. That's the problem with the rock stars.
Can you hear what I said?
Because they want to keep their hair long, and it starts looking ridiculous.
Same with Snoop Dogg, too. You see old pictures of Snoop, people be like, he look like an old black aunt. Because he still got his long hair. It looks weird, like long hair and an old dude.
But look at this Joe Perry.
Older dude, I should say. But
He's
Joe
ready
Perry.
to rock at any moment. You see all the rock stuff on this guy? He's ready to rock. I think we commented how exhausting it's got to be to get ready for
Rock
the day.
ready
with
all
the
day.
rings and the leather bracelets and the chains and the fucking fish bones. And
If he didn't do that, though, he'll look like Mrs. Garrett.
he would look like an old lady. No joke. You want to hear what you said?
I don't remember. Paul said I don't remember.
Let me see this. Push that.
Here we come.
Oh boy, there's a discussion going on. Oh
What's
boy,
happening?
what's the problem, Sam?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, here we go.
We're on live. All right, just Joe fucking Perry. Joe fucking Perry. Good to see you.
Good to see ya.
Dude, there's been some really embarrassing ones.
Joe fucking Perry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Eddie Money. I cringe when I think of the Eddie Money. I haven't watched this.
Why the Eddie Money makes you cringe?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you're gonna make me pee on
The what?
myself.
Oh, Springer was.
Wait, which one? What'd you do to Springer again?
Oh no, that was bad.
I forgot these.
Oh no!
Please let me see.
Where's Gerry? Oh, where is he?
Is this Gerry?
I don't remember.
Oh, this is the this is the montage. Yeah, find the Jerry Springer. We put all the celebrity hugs together as a montage.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Andrew Lincoln was bad.
Oh yeah,
From Walking Dead.
I forgot about hugging them.
It's maybe your most embarrassing bit
Thank you.
ever.
I just don't love it.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
Some of them I couldn't look. Some of them I was
Here,
literally
Walking
hiding
Dead.
under there.
He did the zombie hug. Go up right there. Yeah.
Mick Fleetwood.
Hey, how's it going, Sam? Sam, nice to meet you.
Andrew.
Look at Sam laughing.
Zombie hug.
What's wrong?
Such embarrassing.
What is wrong with you?
Where's the Jerry Springer?
I don't remember which one that was in.
Oh shit! Need these
Mick Fleetwood.
All right,
Look how excited you are.
Here comes Mick Fleetwood.
Hey, spelling all rumors. Oh. How about a hug, Mick?
Yeah. What's up, Mick? Everyone. I made a disgusted face by spelling all rumors.
That was
Why did you say to spell a rumor?
Because this big album is Rumors.
Eddie Money? Oh, no, this is just.
This was Eddie?
Well, we've. During the Eddie Money, I noticed that he loved pinching and touching you, so we put a whole montage video together of him just pinching
Didn't I
and
sing to
touching
him
you.
when he came in?
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh.
Hold on, we got Piers Morgan. We'll go back to this. We're going to take a break, but I'm hearing Piers only has a few minutes. Piers, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, thank you. We've got very exciting drama in my country, back in Britain, with all sorts of hell unleashing.
Did you hear about Brexit?
Well, one thing about Brexit is that every single senior politician who led us to Brexit has now resigned, including one about half an hour ago. So it's a very odd situation where the next Prime Minister is actually going to be somebody who didn't want Brexit, and all the ones who did have gone. So very strange things happening in my country.
Can you guys get rid of the Brexit? I've heard that they're trying. A lot of people signed that.
It's not impossible. I mean, it's one of those things where we've never been in this position. It was a referendum.
Yeah.
Technically speaking,
Yeah.
there's no reason why you can't have another referendum, but it would all get very messy. So we shall have to see.
Do you think that it was about the laws and losing control of some of the laws, or do you think deep down it was about immigration?
I think deep down it was about immigration. I think people were concerned about the fact that the European Union has this huge, very bureaucratic setup in Belgium, in Brussels, where you feel like you've lost your powers as a country in return, obviously, for a lot of the benefits you get of being part of a wider union. But in the end, I think there's a lot of scaremongering in this country, as you're seeing in America right now, about immigration, about terrorism, about who you're letting into the country. And the Brexit campaign was very full-on, bordering in many people's eyes on racism. And I think a lot of British people ran for the hills and thought, there's too many foreigners coming in, we don't know who they are, and we don't know what they're going to do to us. And that, in the end, I think, was the deciding factor.
Well, there is that. I'm sure there is that. Like, there are some people who are racist about it and just don't want anybody who's not them in the country, that as it is here.
Right.
But, is there any validity to them not being happy with the way immigration may have gotten out of hand?
Oh, yeah, look, and also it's not as simple as that, in the sense that 17 million people in Britain voted to leave, as opposed to 16 million people who voted to stay. So you've got a large number of Britons who wanted out. the tricky bit is that a lot of people I've spoken to who voted Brexit thought they were doing it as some kind of protest vote that would never actually happen.
Oh.
And now it's happened, and the markets have tanked, and the pound has collapsed against the dollar. I mean, the pound has collapsed against the dollar by 25% in 1 week.
Wow.
The markets have tanked, stock prices have collapsed. In the short term, because of all the turmoil and uncertainty, it looks like it's been a disastrous decision. Yeah, my own view is, let's see things play out. I can't imagine that all the trade deals that we have in place as part of the European Union, that suddenly Britain is going to be excluded from doing trade with countries. So I think these things will take time. I think it'll work out in the end. The question is how much damage is going to get done in the process. And, when it comes to why did they vote the way they did, I think, like I say, a lot of it was concern about immigration. A lot of it was concern about control of our sovereignty, control of our country. A lot of the campaigning was about let's get our country back. Well, now we've got it back. A lot of the people who were leading the campaign to get it back have gone and resigned or been sacked. So it's a kind of weird situation where all those who persuaded the country to leave the European Union are no longer in power. So we shall have to see what happens.
Well, it is a little hard. Oh, Scott, I was just going to say, you guys got to now go through the growing pains.
Yeah, look, it is a bit like that, and I'd never bet against Britain in the same way that I'd never bet against America, two great countries, and I'm sure we can sort this out. But I've been writing quite a few columns for my DailyMail.com column, and it's just been staggering to me that the people that led the Brexit campaign didn't appear to have any real plan for what happened if they won. I don't think they expected to win. I think they thought what they'd do is create a huge debate and put huge pressure on whoever ended up being Prime Minister at the end of all this, because David Cameron's obviously resigned now. Whoever the new one would be, they would go back into the European Union, back to Brussels, and have it out with the Commission and thrash out a better deal for Britain. I think that's what they thought they were going to be achieving. I don't think they had factored in the possibility that they might actually win. So, we have now ceded. The analogy I would draw for you guys, this is like Texas, who have often...
Yeah, Texas has...
might be a good idea. This would be like Texas waking up one day and voting to leave the United States of America.
Well, and
without really having any plan for what happens when they do that. So we're in that position.
I think Texas would have more of a plan. They've threatened that for many, many years.
Yes,
yeah,
to succeed.
But if they actually did it, I wonder if they would know what they would then do.
And your situation is very similar to what's going on here with Trump. A lot of people say that he doesn't have a plan if he's actually elected to be president.
It is kind of funny, though.
I think Trump will have a lot more plans than people think. I think he's been quite skillful, actually, in refusing to reveal too much detail on plans. Why should any candidate do that? Because in the end, you just become a hostage to the early plans that you have, and you may want to evolve that by the time you become president. But I think the similarity with Trump and the Brexit campaign, and I interviewed Trump for British television, and he repeatedly said he thought it would be a good thing for the UK to leave the European Union. So he was always in favour of this. And I think the similarity is that Trump has played obviously very hard on immigration, very hard on terrorism, and very hard on America sort of reclaiming itself as a country, as standing up for itself. And I think those are the parallels that I would draw with the Brexit campaign. It's very kind of nationalist in many ways. It's very kind of self-interested. And it's very much back to let's make our country great again and stand on our own 2 feet and let other people worry about their business. Now,
so Britain has been pretty much teasing the U.S. pretty good about Trump. You guys have been giving us a hard time saying how dumb we are. And now Britain does something that pretty much agrees with Trump and in the process accidentally votes itself out of Europe. So
I think that is a very, very good parallel, and I think that's exactly what's happened. And a lot of the people that voted Brexit would be exactly the kind of people who would say Donald Trump should never be president. So there's a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of nonsense being talked.
Yeah. More importantly, why are you going after Emily?
Who?
Emily, the model.
What happened with
that? With her
I wasn't going to attempt her last name.
Oh, Ratajkowski.
Well, here's the thing. She keeps giving these interviews.
She's hot. She's hot, Piers.
She keeps. I know. I'm not disputing she's hot, and I'm not disputing that her naked body is something to be admired.
Yes.
However,
Okay.
what I am disputing is that her and Kim Kardashian, when they get together and do these ridiculous bird-flipping naked selfies that they put out to millions of impressionable young girls, is I do not agree with them when they then go further and say, we are doing this in the name of feminism, we are feminist icons, we're liberating women and all this claptrap. The bottom line is they're not. They are putting out bird-flipping naked topless selfies to titillate people and make themselves a load of cash. And I've got no problem with that if they admit that's what they're doing.
I get that, yeah.
Young Emily whacks me every interview for coming after her, and the reason she does, she knows that I'm onto her, and she knows I'm onto her and Kim's game. And I think, I've got a young daughter myself, and I don't want her, when she hits teenage years, to think that the way to be an empowered feminist in the modern world is to flip the bird and strip naked and put them out on social media as selfies. I think that's damaging.
I couldn't agree with you more. I've said that over the years with these Instagram girls, and then you go after them a little bit, and they're like, this is in the name of feminism.
Let them live. Let them live.
Clothes on, girls. You're showing too much skin. I always say.
You old bastard. You old bastard.
The point is,
no problem.
Oh, Piers.
I have no problem with nudity, as some people seem to think.
This
I have
bitch
no
is
problem
amazing.
with sex or any of those things. I have a problem with people who have a huge number, millions and millions of young female fans. I have a huge problem with them telling them that these naked selfies are empowering to women or about feminism, because that is where it gets more dangerous. And, if they want to send... Look, if Kim Kardashian wants to send Kanye West a topless selfie of herself flipping the bird, good luck to her. I couldn't give a damn. But if she wants to send it out to 15-year-old girls who follow her on Twitter, I'm going to raise a hand and say, hang on a second.
Hold on now, Piers. Let me just say this. And I like you, but I know what you're saying, and I don't disagree. But if you're going to be pointing fingers at somebody, you should be pointing fingers at the press for the way they cover people who go on shooting sprees. Like, I think that's a bit of a more important thing to be pointing the finger at than some girl showing a pair of admittedly phenomenal tits.
As you know, I do both. In fact,
Piers is one of the few that does.
2 weeks about gun control. I mean, no one can tell me, even you guys could not look me in the eye with a straight face and say, I have not campaigned incredibly hard to try and get America to wake up to its insane obsession with
guns. No, not guns. I mean the press, the way they cover the shooter and make the person an anti-hero. I'm not saying about your gun control.
Oh, yeah, but you and I have discussed that. To me, it's chicken and the egg, right? This guy, the shooters are the eggs, right? The chicken is the gun obsession and the ridiculous lack of gun laws in America, and the fact that everybody, any crank, any criminal, any psycho out there can basically get himself armed to the teeth like this guy that whacked all the police officers in Dallas, and he can go and shoot them up with an AR-15, which, my brother's a British Army colonel, and he fires the automatic version of the AR-15 on a battlefield in war. Right, the AR-15 it may be a semi-automatic rifle, but if you get a couple of modifications to it, it can fire 300 bullets a minute.
But we're not talking about that. I'm not even saying you're wrong. Like that's, I know what your stance is on that. I respect your stance on that.
I get it, but that to me is the key problem. You cannot blame the media for glamorizing shooters above blaming the gun culture.
No, but the gun culture,
these shooters to do what they do.
But that's very slippery. But that's not what we're talking about, because you do blame the gun culture, and that's cool. That's where you stand on it. That's fine. But you don't point the finger at the press. They're not mutually exclusive things. By blaming the guns, you don't all of a sudden, well, I can't talk about the press. When you know the press makes it worse, you know they make it a lot worse, and you know they don't care that they make it worse. So if you're talking about the effects, hold on. If you're talking about the effects this girl's breasts might have on young girls, you're acknowledging that can have an effect. So how come you're not going to acknowledge the damage that the press does?
Let me respond. Let me respond. I think my honest answer to that is the press is not blameless, and where they do pieces which glamorize shooters. For example, let me give an example. The Rolling Stone cover of one of Zanayev brothers, the one...
Yes.
Putting him on the front cover like he's some kind of rock star.
Right.
That absolutely, I completely agree with you, glamorized that repulsive piece of work who committed the Boston Marathon bombings, and I find that disgraceful.
Right.
That is where the glamorizing of these people is fundamentally wrong and invidious, and it encourages other people to go and try and be rock star bombers and shooters, right? I get that. However, there is a difference between doing that and general glamorizing of these people and actually reporting what they're doing and telling us every detail that we need to know about them, because there are so many of these people out there. The more details you can unravel about potential shooters, people who might be disturbed, people who might be building an arsenal, whatever it may be, any clues that you can get about these people which may help stop other people, I think outweighs the we're making them famous argument.
Well, the FBI and criminal profilers don't agree with you. The only people that agree with the press on that are the people who work in the press and make the money from it.
I make you editor of the New York Post tomorrow, right? What are you going to do when there's a mass shooting? Simply not.
I'm just going to talk about Jim Norton because his career is going down. No, you talk about it. No, you do talk about it. But the fact that they'll do a 3-page spread and call it the Joker's Lair, inside the mind of a maniac, we all know that is making an anti-hero out of somebody. It's done under the guise of giving us information that we need. But the New York Times, they'll give you information kind of in a way that you need it. It's a little bit dry, but there's nothing to be gained by showing the ramblings of some asshole.
It's not as titillating. Going back to the
absolutely.
Well, I think there's a merit to part of your argument, and newspapers and media generally, and television in particular, which is the most powerful medium now, have all got to be mindful of that and be careful. But, when I was at CNN, Anderson Cooper went through a stage, and probably still is, of refusing to name mass shooters. And yet, in other bulletins, he would happily name, genocidal monsters, like, I don't know, Robert Mugabe or whoever it may be, Kim Il-sung, all these people. Where do you draw the line? Do you simply not mention the names of anybody?
I can answer that. I can take a stab at that. And if you're saying he's mentioning genocidal maniacs like heads of state or heads of military, they're not quote unquote lone nuts doing it to get their name in the paper. Now, I'm not saying that they're right, but there is a difference in the motivation between some maniac that wants his manifesto printed and a guy who literally is a genocidal. Talking about Pol Pot doesn't make Pol Pot do it.
Okay, but how would you cover, right, a mass shooter story then? You tell me what you would do. If you were running a newspaper, where is the line between glamorizing these people and reporting what they are about, what their motivation was, where they were living, and any other details you can get which might or might not be helpful in stopping other attacks?
Because I think the press is smart enough. When you guys do a story, you're all good enough writers and intuitive enough people. When you're writing about something, you know the difference between just giving a guy's name and, look, the FBI believes the motives were this and blah, 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 and then painting this person as the small, lonely, broken nothing that they are, the narcissist that they are. But they don't do that. They wind up painting like, oh my God, this dangerous devil, and oh, he's such a frightening.
Okay, but why are you more exercised about this than you are about trying to stop these cranks and loons and criminals and so on getting such free access to their killing machines? I'm not
necessarily.
You are more obsessed with
no, you're incorrect. I'm not
up the spilled milk than you are with the chicken.
No, that's not true. Because I think that the gun issue is discussed enough and intelligently, and is talked about enough, and is kind of in the forefront of the discussion. It really is. When you look at the liberals say one thing, the conservatives. That's being talked about.
Nothing ever changes.
You're right. You're right.
About it, and nothing ever.
That's a different discussion. But you're right.
There's been no new gun law in America federally since I've been living and working out there for 10 years. Now, at some point, with the scale of these attacks, the guy who took on the gay nightclub and killed 50 people, right?
Yes.
26 people killed in Sandy Hook. In the Aurora movie theater, there are records being broken every few months in America of the most heinous kind.
And what else do those things have in common?
Shooting, the worst mass shooting, the worst shooting in a nightclub, and so on and so on. We all know, surely, that there has got to be something done about preventing lunatics getting such free access to killing machines. And yet, whenever I debate this, it very quickly moves into a debate about something completely.
No, I started this talking. Hold on, Pierre. I started this part talk. You moved it into guns. I wasn't talking about guns. I was talking about the press does stories about everything. You guys talk about the guns, and you talk about occasionally mental illness. But what the one story you guys never do is the story of what you are contributing to the problem. and you all know it exists, and you literally just purposefully and silently ignore it.
Well, as I say, I don't absolve the media from that. I quoted an example where I thought it was disgusting, the Rolling Stone treatment of the Boston bomber, right? I totally accept that the media has to be very careful in doing this. I think you can go way too far the other way. I think not naming mass shooters is ridiculous because of the hypocrisy of that position in not naming other bad people who do bad things. So, journalists' job is to report on news, period. You've got to be careful you don't glamorize them. You've got to be careful you don't induce copycat behavior. And I think that is a very valid thing and very important thing to be mindful of. But I feel personally far more exercised about the fact that, let's just cut to the quick about this. You saw last week 2 young black guys being murdered by police, executed, right, by policemen in disgraceful manners.
The first one, I'm not 100% sure of. The second one, I think, was a terrible shooting. I just don't know if the first one was going for a gun or not.
Agree was outrageous, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, the one on the garage forecourt, why did that guy get shot? Because they suddenly found he had a gun on him, they were involved in a confrontation, and that very quickly led to a deadly resolution. Now, here's the difference between that kind of situation in my country and yours, which you just think about. If there was an altercation like that at midnight at a garage forecourt in the United Kingdom, that guy, 99.999% certain, would not have a gun on him or any weapon, right? And the police, therefore, would not feel so agitated that on thinking that he might, they do something stupid and shoot him dead. So my point about this is that you almost have a Wild West culture that's redeveloped in America, where everybody believes or fears that everybody else now has a gun, which, by the way, in most cases, might well be true. The police, are they inherently racist people killing black people because they want to kill black people, or are they sort of profiling these guys, thinking they're black, they're armed, they might be dangerous, whatever, and that heightens the tension, heightens the paranoia, and turns a perfectly normal, legitimate conversation about a traffic violation very, very quickly into a deadly situation.
But you're not even wrong. You're not even wrong about the guns being a problem. I agree with you that there's something absolutely. I'm not a hardcore. I think the NRA is repulsive, but you've fallen into the trap kind of like everything goes back to guns, and even like when you are correct about a lot of the gun stuff, but we're not even talking about that now. Like I know I mentioned the shootings, just kind of scolding the press, but that was only because of you saying why you scolded this girl. Then we're not talking about guns in America. It's a different discussion.
No, but my point, I hear you, but my point is you absolutely should be talking about guns in America.
It's talked about a lot.
Why are you not clamoring after a guy grabs an AR-15 and shoots down 5 police officers? Why is there not a genuine debate to ask, is it sensible to have 9 million killing machines like AR-15s, light military-style assault rifles in circulation for people like him to use and abuse?
I'll tell you why.
That's sensible.
Because even if people voted on it, they probably wouldn't know what they were voting on. We see how that can happen, don't we?
I agree with that. But my point is, why does any civilian...
Let us finish laughing, Chris, for God's sake.
Let's get a laugh in here.
That was great.
All right, I don't want to derail everything. I didn't mean to get that way. What are we talking about? Britain, Brexit?
Well, we did Brexit, and then were you watching the soccer there, Piers? That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I watched the soccer. It was sad. I wanted France to win because the final was in Paris, and they've obviously had 2 major terror attacks in the last 18 months, and there was a lot of very goodwill around France and hoping they might pull off the tournament win. But you had Ronaldo, probably the best player in the world right now, who had a heartbreak of coming off after 20 minutes with an injury and then seeing his team that he was the captain of actually win the trophy.
Yeah.
So he went from probably the worst moment of his career to the best moment of his career in the space of about an hour. So, yeah, look, a great win for Portugal. England, I have to say, were absolutely diabolical. Wales, who have barely played football in their lives, managed to be the best performing UK team, and that is for England a national disgrace.
Yeah, didn't you have a problem with their parade or something too?
Well, I don't know what you think about this. I don't know what the custom is in America, but Wales came third in the tournament. They didn't even reach the final. They got to the semi-final. And they had an open-top bus parade in the middle of Cardiff, the capital city, where thousands turned out to salute their heroes. And I was like, look, I realize Wales have outperformed themselves and they've done well, But shouldn't we really reserve open-top bus parades for when you win tournaments or when you win a
They were
trophy?
just happy. Let them have their moment.
People who came third or fourth in in any of the playoffs in any of your professional sport tournaments, do they have open-top bus parades for coming fourth? I just find it...
Piers is just a buzzkill. He doesn't want people to
We got open buses for tourists who just come here and do nothing.
What's wrong
You
with
just hunt for fun and squash it.
What's wrong with you?
It's a squelcher of fun.
It was a day where everyone could come, go out and then forget about the problems of the world.
It's like, what is it, an open bus and a naked young girl?
Exactly.
Boo!
What's wrong with you, Piers?
Yeah.
Come on. Look, I just see
feel
nothing
very
but happy
strongly about
faces.
buses.
I see nothing but happy
parade
faces.
should be for... No, I've got a thing about... I had this debate on my morning... I do a morning TV
Yes,
show.
you do.
And I had this debate about the winning culture. It's like there's a real culture in Britain now at schools of encouraging all kids to be winners. No one can be a loser anymore. Everyone has to get a prize.
Yeah.
No one can come last. And I'm like, really? When I grew up, the culture was you play sport to win. You run 100 meters to win. And if you don't win, it's because you weren't as good as the other guy, and you try harder until you get to be as good as that guy. And to me, that is how you breed a winning culture, whether it be in sport or whether it be in broadcasting or whether it be in anything. And I'm getting so annoyed at the creeping sense of let's just have a good game. Let everybody take part. We're all winners. Because I think that breeds complacency and a loser mentality. So when they started doing open-top bus parades for coming third, I'm like, well, that is absolutely Andy Murray, who is probably the greatest sportsman in the history of my country.
Yeah.
Just won Wimbledon for the second time. He's never had a bus parade. Lewis Hamilton, who's the Formula One racing world champion, has never had a bus parade. So why do we have a bus parade for a country that came third?
See, now
rather than
He was
one if they
attacking
come
Wales,
first?
man.
Yeah, now you got us because we're on the same page with that whole thing because it doesn't work like that in the real world. In the real world, you'll get your ass handed to you and you're sitting there going, what the hell? My whole life I got a trophy for just participating. Why am I getting fired? Because I didn't do my job well.
Well, imagine if our ratings on either of our shows suddenly collapsed to the point where...
What do you mean, imagine?
Your rivals, they were disastrous. Well, yeah, exactly. But if they collapsed and were disastrous, you put your hand up and say, hey, it's not about the ratings, it's about the taking part. We're all having a good time.
Well, who knows? Maybe all that winning and losing led to this imperialism and all that type of shit. That type of aggressive shit. So maybe it's good.
But I'm with Piers on this too because when you're growing up and you try everything and then you realize quickly like, oh, I suck at this, and this, and it makes you hopefully go into something else that you might excel at. But if
Absolutely right. You've got to nurture the talent, and when someone's talented, they shouldn't then be punished for being good at something by letting everybody else win. It's like, no.
I think a little bit of both. A little bit of both is good.
I've learned more. What about you guys? I've learned more from losing in my career than I have from anything else.
That's because you do it more.
Well, you get better because you don't want your ass kicked again.
Yeah, I agree with you. You got to teach the good sportsmanship, though. And
right.
Be a great.
You got to if you lose with good grace and congratulate the guy who beat you.
And if you
then
win,
look him in the eye and say, "I'm coming back for you next year."
I remember
if you win, do the same thing.
My sport growing up was basketball. I remember getting my ass handed to me and crying on the way home, and then my dad would pull over and we'd get some clams on the half shell or ice cream or something. Then I was happy again, and then he gave me a little life lesson, like you got to work on this and that, and the team's got to work on this and that, and it just made it more important when you were practicing to maybe get over the hump, as they say. And then when you did finally win, it was that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Piers, one other thing real fast. What do you think of Hillary and the email scandal that's going on in our country?
I thought it was really fascinating. I mean, I watched the dramatic moment when the FBI finally gave what effectively was going to be the verdict, because we already knew that verdict would be taken.
Yeah.
And the way he started, I thought, wow, hang on, where are we going here? Is she actually going to get indicted? Is this going to be the moment when her whole campaign disintegrates? And then at the end of it, when she wasn't, but by then we'd read so much damaging stuff come over from what this guy was saying, I thought, well, Trump is going to have an absolute field day with this.
Sure.
What do they call her? Extremely careless.
Yes.
You can imagine now the campaign, attack ads already, can't you? Do you want an extremely careless person to run your country? So I would imagine Trump will think that she was damaged by this. It continued to be something that he can throw at her, but now he can use the words and the verdict of the FBI, and I think Hillary has been damaged by it. Now, look, if you were a betting man in Vegas right now, you'd probably go and bet on Hillary, but you'd also bet on Jeb Bush and all the others to beat Trump. Yeah. Trump is somebody who cannot be looked at in the conventional way. You can't look
Agreed.
at him like a normal politician. He doesn't speak or behave like one. And he's someone who's a complete maverick. And what he's proved himself to be very good at in the political arena is bypassing all convention and getting to people in their heads to think he is fresh, he is different, and he can make a difference and make America great again. If he can persuade enough people on the national stage that he is that guy, and he can also persuade enough Democrats to stay at home because they're so disconnected from Hillary and feel like she's damaged, tarnished goods, then he could win.
Yeah.
People
in America just lost their minds watching, what was his name? Comey? Yeah. People lost their minds when that indictment didn't come down.
Yeah,
especially after saying all the stuff he was saying. You're like, oh boy, here it comes.
Well, if you stopped the tape, if you stopped
backed
the tape
off at the
after
end.
10 minutes and said, which way is it going to go, we'd have all bet on him saying, I think she should face charges, because that seemed to be the way he was painting this picture for us. So, look, I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a fascinating summer. I think Trump has it all to do to win. But then, as he always says, he did see off 17 rivals to win the nomination. I wrote a column for the Daily Mail.com back in June last year when he first ran, saying, do not underestimate this guy. And I was widely ridiculed. I was mocked. Everyone was laughing at him. What a clown. He won't last 2 weeks, etc., etc. And then when he did last a few weeks and a few months, then the debate from the same people became he cannot possibly be the nominee for Republican Party. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wrote more columns saying, yes, he can. I was mocked again and ridiculed. And I recently wrote a column saying, you know what? He could win the presidency. Now, I personally wouldn't vote for Trump. He's not my kind of politics. He's not somebody that I would officially endorse. But I can absolutely, having recently traveled a lot in Florida and Texas, see that there is a huge disconnect between the Washington elite and the New York media elite and what is going on the ground in places like Texas and Florida in relation to this guy. The Trump train is steaming through the middle of America and gathering a lot of support. And if he can swing a few of those swing states his way, which it looks like with working class men and women he can do, then there's a real chance.
Yeah, very interesting.
Thank you, Piers. And they said you have to go, right?
Yeah, Piers.
I've got to go, guys. But listen, it's always a pleasure. I love your show. Keep fighting the good fight, and one day we will agree about something.
We agree on more stuff than you realize. I love Piers because he has a point of view and he knows how to debate it, man.
And we agree that was not an AR-15 in the Florida shooting, like you were saying. People have been telling me on Twitter. So just sit with that one and think about it.
They're saying it wasn't an AR-15.
I believe it was an AR-15. I think they're wrong.
A lot of people who own them say it was an SKS.
And I love that you just fight with all of Twitter. This Piers Morgan is an animal on Twitter.
You're on CNN. You're arguing with an egg with 2 followers.
Right. This guy's an animal.
If I may remind you, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying size is everything, but I have got 5 million followers. So
5 million.
Boom. Time for open bus parade, huh?
How about a little follow Opie Radio and follow Jim Norton and follow Sherrod Small? Let's do this, Piers. Let's do it.
I'm fairly sure I follow you guys. If not, I will correct that immediately.
No, we need a tweet that says, "Look, trust me, you need to follow these guys."
Actually, someone just tweeted, Jim Norton throwing heavy right hooks at Piers Morgan. I just tweeted back, I'm throwing them back harder.
No, now I'm going to get dragged into this whole ugly mess.
Right. All right, Piers Morgan, editor-at-large for DailyMail.com. He writes some really, really good stuff. Yeah. And then you got the ITV Good Morning Britain show 3 days a week.
Yeah, I do that, and I've been really enjoying being back in Britain. It's total chaos, and I have no idea what's going on with our politics or even with the country. But to be here through this process, I've got to say, it's been very exciting. So good fun, and I should be back to America soon. You'll all be thrilled to hear. And next time I'm in New York, I'll come and catch up with you guys.
All right, buddy. Sounds great. Piers
See you later.
Morgan. Thank you, buddy.
Take care, guys.
You too. He's awesome.
Yeah, I love Piers.
Oh, I love him too.
I really do.
And it's not because I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah, I just like that he runs his mouth.
He runs his mouth.
I like a runner of the mouth.
Yeah, he really will. He'll speak his mind.
He'll debate his point. Middle debate is pointless.
Always a good thing.
We really are late for a break. So what do we got? Jimmy, you got dates? What do you got
I
going
have
on?
a couple. I have Columbus, and I have coming up. I told you I moved a couple because I might be shooting, but I'm doing Columbus. The 2 Ohio dates are still good. Pittsburgh is being moved. I want to say to the fall. I don't have. I'm just literally loopy right now. Go to jimnorton.com and the new UFC podcast will be up today, not tomorrow, because we taped it live yesterday with Forrest Griffin and who the fuck is the old guy? The old guy who yelled at me. Don Fry, who's the best.
Don Fry.
He was cranky. I loved him.
He's extremely old school, huh? He's one of the originals.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time. Man.
So he was fighting when there were truly no rules.
Yeah. There's all this footage of him. There's a very famous footage of him going in there swinging with some giant Asian guy with blonde hair. And if you watch it, you're like, oh my God, I've seen that. He was a fucking thrower of punches, man. I mean, a tough guy.
It's still scary, obviously, in the UFC. But can you imagine in the old days when there pretty much wasn't any rules?
And no medical? How about that shit?
Oh my God.
You had to take care of your own injuries after the fight.
Oh, God. All right, and Sherrod Small's got a TV show coming soon now.
Yes, July 27th, black and white on A&E, and I'll be on Colbert this
Who you on with?
15th. Me and Christian Finnegan, who's hosts the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're going on together.
Very cool. This Friday on Colbert.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. We'll be back. All right, we're back with Sherrod Small, Jim Norton, Piers Morgan on the phone, getting everyone all hot under the collar.
I like that.
We were talking about how much we love Piers Morgan. I used to love watching him on CNN.
He's a good watch. I give him that.
And then so many people would be like, "Get him off our fucking TV." And I'm like, "No, this is great TV."
That's why you can't have nice
things. The conflict of it was
Yeah.
awesome.
He knew how to rile things up.
He riled all sorts of people up. But then he got a bit obsessed with the gun thing in America, and I think that really fucked up his.
Let me tell you something.
His time at CNN.
One thing you can't do in America, and I'll tell you, you can't say you're anti-gun with a British accent. You're the reason we have the guns in the first place, stupid.
It all started with you.
It all started with you and that accent.
With you guys. I was carefully picking my words there. I wasn't sure if. Whatever. I want to congratulate E-Rock on being a star last night.
I didn't see it. How was it?
It turned out really. I was.
What's that?
Really happy with this one.
I saw memes or gifs, but I couldn't hear them.
We were on the Jim Gaffigan show last night.
All right.
And they gave us like 2.5 minutes. They gave us a huge scene.
That's a lot of time.
And I was very happy how it came out because you never know with the edit and stuff. Not that I'm like an expert at this, but I've been around enough where I get to do this and that.
Plus, you want to make sure you look good on there. That's the number one thing.
Dude, that's the one thing. You're like, all right, as long as I look fucking good.
Because TV is a son of a bitch. Them cameras.
Language.
They made us look good. They made us look good.
The studio looked good. Everything looked good on there.
They had my hair in a way I don't wear it like that, but it worked.
Oh, did they change your hair up?
They always change up my hair, and sometimes
they gave him a pony, they gave him a bun.
Sometimes you're like, oh boy.
Did they put the split down there? Like
no, they. I mean, it was whatever. I'm very happy how it came out, and I want to thank Jim Gaffigan and his wife Jeannie. Very, very, very cool.
Right,
and it was a good episode, too.
Yeah, Jeannie's the best. I used to be in an improv group with her.
Really?
Back in the day when I first started comedy.
She's a fucking powerful woman.
She's great.
She wears the pants in that family.
She organizes like a motherfucker. She knows how to put things together.
You could tell she wears the pants and pushes Jim out the door like, you're going to be doing this, and this today.
But comedians need that. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need a strong woman.
Yeah, comedians react well to being told what to do. That's right.
To tell us what to do, keep us on schedule.
Hey, they put our scene up on TV Land's website.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, I look good.
Here, play a little piece of this.
Let's hear it.
Little piece.
Well, if it isn't our good friend Jim Gaffigan.
Thanks for having me back.
Well, at least you made it this time. Jimmy, remember last time he was supposed to be here? He blew us off.
I do remember. What happened with that?
Well, I slept in.
What do you mean you slept in?
I slept in because I had a show the night before, and I had flown in.
A stand-up comedy performance? What's that like? I mean, I have no idea. I'm just a stupid comedian that does comedy every night and still gets up at 5 a.m. for the radio show. Tell me, please.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd remember.
We're just messing with you. Jim Gaffigan's at Caroline's this Friday at 8 p.m. and I'm hearing it might be a monthly show. Huh?
Well, I hope. We'll see.
I hope you don't sleep through it. Line 2. Who's on the line?
Hey guys, Dave Marks. Dave Marks is spot on.
Yeah, we can't see.
I only want to see this for E-Rock's cameo. E-Rock leans into the scene with a piece of paper, and you get to see his hand.
Yeah, let's try it again, E-Rock.
I just want to see the E-Rock
Every
part.
night and still gets up at 5 a.m. for the radio show. Tell me, please.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd remember.
The video goes out.
on.
Make it smaller. Maybe it's too big. It's
pixelating. It's not going to work. I want to see E-Rock with the... Well, I think we tweeted out the cameo this morning. If you follow us on Twitter.
E-Rock's.
There's look, there's E-Rock's.
Stars by it.
There's E-Rock's magic hand.
That fucking dead cadaver hand.
It's his left hand with a piece of paper, because that's how radio works. Someone leans in with pieces of paper to tell us who's on the line. I don't know why they wanted it that way.
I love it.
Wouldn't it just be on a screen?
Look at that little shitty crunched up hand.
Yeah,
He's a hand model.
Little palsy hand.
But it's circled with little stars. Little stars.
He's a hand model. He's not like the face and body boys.
Fucking hoagie-handed idiot. All right.
Anyway, thank you to TV Land. Thank you to Jim Gaffigan.
Gaffigan did an episode of my new show, too, by the way.
He did.
Black and White. He came on with Charlemagne. It was great. Great interview.
Very cool. All right. There's something else in there. Shit. Oh, fuck. I just lost my mind. Joe Perry. Oh, you got it working again?
Yes.
All right, good.
With you. Jim Gaffigan's at Caroline's this Friday at 8 p.m. And I'm hearing it might be a monthly show. Huh?
Well, I hope. We'll see.
I hope you don't sleep through it. Line 2. Who's on the line?
I mean, we can tweet out the whole scene for the people. Because now it's just awkward and weird. Stop buffering.
That's a good chunk of the episode right there.
They gave us almost 2.5 minutes. I thought that...
We shot for 4 days.
A lot of times you do these things all day long, and then you see the final product, and it's 10 seconds. Like,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Anyway,
well, this came out well.
Yeah,
boy with a golden hand.
It's all about E-Rock. Oh, that's where we were. Right, the obnoxious hugs. Did you find the Eddie Money
the
one?
Tara Reid one. What is that?
No, the Al Michaels one was great too.
Michael's football dude?
This one's queued up to the Jerry Springer.
Okay, let's see this. This is where we were before Piers.
Jerry! You don't like that, Travis? The arms are all spastic.
You got to play the Al Michaels one. That's one of my favorites.
So funny.
If you can find Al Michaels.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Oh, they got a list of all the ones in there.
Yeah, we'll tweet some of these out maybe, but here we go.
Hey, I believe in miracles. Yes. I always cringe after I do them, honestly.
look at your face. You're disgusted with yourself. We got a freeze frame. Jimmy now turns back away from Al Michaels, and his face says it all.
I can't help it. I'm so embarrassed.
Is that no Florentine in there? Who's that in there?
Yeah, that's Florentine on to the right. Why would you do that? Why? The Tara Reid one was all right. I'm trying to remember what you did.
She
for Tara
looks
Reid.
scared in that picture.
No, you had it.
It's
if
up
you go
top.
up,
Yeah,
I saw
right here.
there. You go.
4 from the top.
From Sharknado.
Here we go. Look what the Sharknado blew in. Tara friggin' Reid.
Tara! Hey! What's up, Tara?
Look at the face again.
Did I do it again?
Yes. You're disgusted with yourself.
Oh, man.
You're disgusted.
That is like split personality disorder.
He knows the whole time. That's the beauty.
Can't help it. I'm just getting so embarrassed.
Look how embarrassed. You embarrassed her. Look at her. She's
She
blushing.
hates me.
Yeah, she's just like, oh my God.
I was so thin
my
there. I look good.
When is the new Sharknado out? Soon?
Yeah, I think in August.
A
August?
new one?
Yeah, they're going 4. Sharknado 4.
And she's in all 4?
It's happening in Vegas, I think, now.
No, I was just there. Maybe I was shooting for Sharknado.
No, you weren't.
No, it wasn't.
starting to get silly.
For Sharknado.
Did you guys see what they did to Bon Jovi at the wedding?
What wedding?
He's at a wedding. He's at a table, and they start singing a Bon Jovi song, and then they convince him to go up, and you could tell the whole time he's like, "Don't fucking do this!
Oh no!
Don't fucking do this!" This video is becoming
whose wedding?
It's going viral. I mean, obviously, someone close to him, and they're singing "Living on a Prayer," and she keeps looking at him like, "Ah," and he's like, and she's not reading it like.
Was she the bride or no? Just a check. Oh.
And then no one in the room realizes that he has no fucking desire to do this thing.
And there's a camera on. Okay, we hear her?
Yeah, go to the beginning. It's kind of worth.
Right.
It's kind of worth it because he doesn't want to do it, and he's pretty much saying, "No, just do your fucking
Who's
song.
that?
Let me just be here enjoying this wedding." See, she starts looking at him.
Oh, she's
Come
a wedding
on.
singer.
Oh, she's annoying.
And he's acknowledging, like pointing at her, like, "Yeah, that's good."
She stinks.
They're gonna show Bon Jovi in a second here. Look how annoyed he is.
He's smiling.
He's trying, but it's a fake. Like, listen.
He's not singing.
No.
And the camera's right in his face.
Look. He's like, He's trying to be cool about it. Oh, he's nodding. And now she's 2 feet away from him. She walked all the way over to where he's sitting.
He's going. He'd rather be singing anything but this song.
He's just nodding.
She has no perception skills.
None. And then he's like, he has no choice. He grabs the
mic. Snatches it.
And then walks up there.
He sounds good.
But you can tell he's very annoyed by it.
Because she's ruining his
He looks like a banker.
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to sing with him.
Oh, yeah, she grabbed another mic. She's like, we're doing this as a duet.
And he turns his back to her.
He's being a good sport.
He is. Is that his wife over there?
Yeah.
Annoyed too?
The one equally horrified.
Yes.
Now everyone has their cameras up.
That this shitty wedding is getting a $400,000 performance. I'd have done 6 more.
He sounds good.
Yeah, he does.
But look, he's trying to like.
He sounds good because he's playing it. He's singing it in a different key. He's not singing it like he used to.
Right.
Oh, the horn guy. It's his big moment.
There's no trumpet in my
And
song.
he can't go sit down. That's the annoying part.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a fake smile, right?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Come on, John.
Oh, this bitch is taking liberties.
She goes,
Yeah.
come on, John.
You don't know him, you dumb bitch.
And then the song starts falling apart.
That was brilliant on his part.
What?
He sang down and they went up to the next key to fuck up the song.
Fuck yeah. I got a pubic hair.
Shit parodies.
And he's being polite.
He's been so
very
nice. What a sweet dude.
Because he knows everyone in that room. He's in a bad spot.
Does he know them?
He has to. He's at a wedding. That's who's getting married right there. The bride and the groom.
Yeah.
He looks like he's 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they're probably mortified.
He was.
They probably told her, don't bother John.
Yeah. And she walked casually up to him in the middle of the song. She was gonna sing with John no matter what.
You only
No
live
matter what.
once.
No matter what.
Come
You
on,
only live
John.
once.
We specifically told you no Bon Jovi
John, I'm
songs.
sorry. We told her, don't do that. Nah, it's all cool.
Oh, he was so annoyed.
He's like, what the fuck's with the trumpet?
Oh, yeah.
What are the headlines? Most of the headlines were basically saying like he was not happy about this.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. This video popped over the weekend.
But now everybody's playing the video, and now he's probably a friend of his wife. Now it seems like he knows these people.
I think they use the word begrudgingly a lot as they discuss this.
Yeah, nobody who wants to sing keeps their hands clasped.
Right.
By waste the entire time they're doing it.
But she's clueless. I think she's just clueless. She just assumes, of course Bon Jovi wants to sing his song at this wedding with me.
The amount of moolah he gets to sing that song.
Look at it. Look at all the faces. He's like,
and he did it for free at this dumb wedding.
And then someone runs over with the camera.
Yeah, right in his face.
There's a lot of people that should be killed.
He already lost one of his Saturdays for the month. You only get 4 of them, and he had to waste it on somebody's wedding, and then he had to sing at this shit for no money.
And then he's like, "Give me the fucking microphone." Look at that. Give me the microphone.
Oh my God, he just takes them. I've never seen a person less happy.
And the least rock and roll he's ever been in his life. He looked like he's run a hedge fund.
Right.
Yeah,
he's
and
not
he's up
even
there
looking
singing
at her. As he grabs.
Oh,
yeah, he looked away.
He hates her.
I would use the word seething.
Yeah. He hates her.
He hates the whole situation. And the whole time she's smiling like, "Isn't this great?" And he's like, "No, bitch, look at my face. This is not great."
Hold on, go back a little bit. I want to see fucking Gams McGillicuddy.
Where?
Go back. There's a lady with big legs in the back.
Where? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
McGillic. Oh,
she's
wow.
wearing a baby doll dress.
What it wasn't meant to be.
No. Wow, way.
Oh, my God. Somewhere there's a fucking king bed with no sheets.
Somewhere there's a circus with no tent.
They should have sang the song on her belly.
Y'all stop wedding shaming this girl.
Oh, look at her back there with her cell phone.
Oh, my
You think
God.
John will dance with me?
No, sir / madam, he won't. No, Meatloaf.
Think John will sing with me?
No, he will not.
Oh, shit.
King size Homer pops up now. King size Homer, really?
They look like the same dress.
They're all telling the same.
And then Bon Jovi got up and he sang a song.
What did you do?
I stood in the back and tried to make my legs blend in with the oak trees so nobody
laughed at me. Fucking elm legs.
That's some thick ass.
Oh my God.
Meaty.
Look at it. Oh no, and they meet in the middle and they fork out clumsily.
Oh,
Everything
boy.
in the back is blurry except her legs.
Yeah, they came into focus.
It's like seeing a Great Wall of China from the moon.
Yeah.
Oh boy, did they come into focus.
It's like, I can make it out.
And there's another picture of Bon Jovi just looking unhappy.
He's miserable.
Because this is the best video of this wedding singer's life. This is going to take her to the next level, which
The
is
only thing
bigger
unhappier
weddings.
than Bon Jovi is that lady's shoes.
But Bon Jovi's just hoping someone in the room is reading the fucking room. You see all the people, they're fucking pissed off. I mean, they're so happy he's doing this.
He's not happy.
Not at all.
I don't think he even knows the groom and the bride. I don't think he knows people. He's there for his wife
Probably
for
his
some
wife's
family shit.
dumb friends.
And they
uncles.
set him near the band, by the way, too. Did you notice that? He's right there.
In case he wants to jump up and sing.
Yeah. Oh, she walked right over to him.
Come on, John.
That takes balls.
I wouldn't have done it. I would have just looked at her. No.
Well, I would have read it like, oh yeah, okay, he's not happy about this. I'm not walking over there. Fuck.
No, if I was him, I mean, I wouldn't have sang.
Like women,
No, right.
she's thinking differently than we would think.
I think he felt that if I don't sing, people are gonna think I'm
I'm
a
an
complete
asshole.
asshole.
Yep.
So I gotta just deal with this now.
It's now, it's now on their reel that they're going to use to sell to other weddings.
Oh, it's the worst. Being Bon Jovi, but that's miserable.
I hope not. I hope not.
We'll tweet it out in
fucking
case you haven't
sad.
seen this video yet. But I felt
right.
so bad for him because you could just tell.
Lords Valentin featuring she actually, I'm guessing she did that.
Huh.
And then she puts it out there like loud. What are you doing?
It's got 400,000 views.
She shouldn't be, but that's like a wedding thing. She puts it out there about herself.
Like it's her thing. I'm telling you, that's what she's using it for. That's what's gross.
I can't believe John. Come on, John.
She probably thought he would do a whole set with the band.
So when do we go touring?
Which one do you want to do next, John?
My favorite part is when she's rifling back there looking for her mic.
Yeah.
This is the big seize the moment.
Right.
Yeah, she wouldn't have got the second mic.
I don't blame her. I mean, it's of course she's going to try to take advantage of it now. She found that second mic, though. We're doing this together.
And she had to read the lyrics from the thing, too. She didn't even know the song.
He has his hands crossed like he's getting communion at church.
Yeah. Well, he grabbed the mic, then he put it in the mic stand, like basically saying, "I'll do this, and that is it."
Yeah, then leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
He didn't want to belt it out.
No, he's just like,
he's tired.
It's like, come on, man.
That's the face when he kicked Richie Sambora out of the band.
His hands were in front of him. It's not working out.
Sambora's birthday today.
Oh, how old is he?
Well, that's why
How old are these guys?
I looked down at this, saw it as Sambora's birthday, and went, "Oh, that's right." I saw
Speaking
the
of
Bon Jovi,
Sambora,
video over the weekend.
Speaking of Sambora, did you hear Sam Roberts' anniversary show?
I did not.
Oh, he's on it.
I saw
Sam and Bram muffins.
Saw a couple clips.
It was fun.
Clips.
Oh, the anniversary show? Yeah.
Sounded fun.
I quite enjoyed that. There's some pretty girls in his show. God damn, Sam.
Some lookers.
Oh, my God. Mick Foley's daughter's an 11.
Yeah, they're
She's
friends
perfect.
now, too, right?
Yeah. His co-host is Dynamite.
What, Mick
Sam
Foley?
really, his daughter's gorgeous.
Really?
And Sam's co-host is gorgeous. And Sam's a homely Muppet. He's like a fucking Muppet with cancer.
I did, what's the name? Juggalos thing with Foley and Mick
I'm
Foley
doing
the
that
next
this
day.
year.
It was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it when I did it too.
One of the best times I ever had.
Yeah, people thought its crowds are terrible. I've done it once. They were fantastic.
More love there, man. They give them mad love, and they appreciate you coming out there, and they pay you in all cash.
They like the comics?
Love.
I saw you studying your body there. Too many pretzels in Vegas there, Jimmy?
Not too, yeah, a little bit. I probably put on like 5 pounds.
I saw you just kind of looking it over. Wow, she's lovely. She's getting into wrestling too, right?
Yeah.
Mick Foley's daughter?
Wait, that's his daughter?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Look at me looking all casual, relaxed. Just a natural in front of the mic.
You're just laughing.
she's a cutie.
You're laughing at everything she says.
Yeah, she can say anything.
Who's that over there?
Hands on his crotch.
That's Mary Jean. She's a street reporter. She's very good.
She was about to sing with Bon Jovi. She got the same look as that Spanish girl,
Yeah.
but a bigger dumper.
Right.
Ew,
on.
I hate that Sam puts I'm over not Sam now. Ew.
What?
I'm not Sam.
What do you mean?
Used to be not Sam. Now it's I'm not Sam.
Oh, you
I'm going
went
to protest this show.
Oh, you went with I'm not Sam.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I see. The logo now has I'm.
That's like If I Did It, the OJ book.
Right.
Put the little I'm up there. How long has that I'm been there? What? It is new. I like to smash those fucking mic stands.
You would
Go
like
back to the old ones.
You'd like to smash that I'm right out of there, right?
I certainly would. I hate his little branding with his little caricature in the corner.
He's making something of himself.
I saw that you finished Made in America. Speaking of the
What's
OJ
that?
thing,
Oh, yes, I did. It was good. It was 5 episodes, right?
and you like the liver spot guy.
I mean, my favorite person ever.
Why is he your favorite person ever besides the liver spots?
That's the only reason.
Okay. Right.
From the forehead up.
I wasn't sure if there was more to it.
No, he's just an abomination. His head looks like the fucking La Brea tar pits. Just uncomfortable.
How is that not skin
Stinks.
cancer?
I don't know what it is.
How is it not skin cancer?
Awful. He's got breast cancer on his
It's
head.
a Velociraptor caught in his forehead.
This
Do you see
guy
that-
plays.
you see what I mean?
No.
This guy plays a lot of golf without a hat on.
Yeah.
And he's got these liver spots / moles / freckles, and you're looking the whole time. I don't even know what he said in Made in America because it's amazing.
He plays golf on Venus. Look at his head. Wait till you see this fucking cancer-headed fool.
Yeah.
And one of them's an open scab.
Like people put
Jesus.
cigarettes out on
He
his
should be
head.
fucking taken to Parkland Memorial Hospital with that fucking head.
How is that not skin cancer? At least
no.
5 of them.
Freckled idiot.
It's amazing.
Oh, that is, yeah.
Jim,
Fucking old leopard head.
Jim Norton on Instagram, he writes, not only is this man my favorite part of the O.J. Simpson documentary, he's my favorite part of anything ever.
I love his fucking head.
That is some spots up there.
They're
buddy.
raised and misshaped and everything they say to look for on your own skin.
Yes.
It's right on his fucking head, and he doesn't have a care in the world about it.
It looks like he just sucked the dick of someone with brown paint in their hanns, and they were force feeding him some dick. They were holding his old fucking bald dome. This just holding his head steady, giving his throat a good deep dicking?
Yeah, everything has changed color on them. They always say you got a mole and it's all of a sudden looks a little different. It's misshapen or it's darker. You run to the skin doctor.
He's got the Gorbachev though. He got a whole bunch of things going on up there.
And I didn't even notice the open sore one until you just mentioned it. Yeah,
he should be the spokesman for unsightly. I fucked up.
What were you going for?
Is that how they start out?
Huh?
Did they start out like the open sore one?
No, they end up like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The open sore thing is not good.
What did he stand up quickly in the attic? What the fuck happened? What's wrong with this guy's head? I hate his head.
It's like they were playing bingo on his head.
Yeah, little brown dots.
Right.
He stinks.
I don't even know what he said.
Maybe it's a
I know
map.
he was OJ's friend. I think he was one of the big Avis or something. Was he?
Oh, that's right. He was the head of Avis.
Was he the head of Avis?
Oh.
Yes. Or Hertz.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It was Hertz. And he had a very close relationship with OJ, but he pretty much thinks he's no good now. He's no good. Speaking of videos, did you see the bike punching one from the Tour de France?
No.
Oh, this one's good too, man. You got a super fan getting a little too close.
And the cyclists have to punch the fan?
Oh, you got to see this.
This is already great.
This is wonderful. We'll tweet this out as well to the people if you follow us. We'll have it in a second here. I should have told the guys to go in there. It's okay. Yeah, check this out. It's quick.
Oh, I see the fence. All right. Is that the...
We're watching it. Just take a look at this. This was moments ago here.
Oh, yeah, you got to punch this dude.
Super fan running alongside the bikers, and he just gives him a nice fucking left.
He's right.
Yeah, beat it.
Put him out the way completely because they're a bit narrow.
Well, they get very close to these guys.
How do they let them that close to the bike riders?
It's just,
moments ago here.
it's always been this way.
And this guy with a yellow wig and all that, punch him in his fucking face, please.
Bam! He got it right on the side of the fucking face. And he got out of the way at that point.
Because he wanted to be the show, that old man in his yellow wig and his yellow outfit. It's like, get out the way, dum-dum.
Chris Froome, the guy's name is.
Chris Froome.
Must be fun to go fast when you have that name. Elio Froome.
That's a great...
A dud guy.
Tired.
Yes, I am.
He's red-eyed tired.
I'm
not just tired, he's red-eyed tired.
I'm up all night on a plane. Yeah, man.
It seems like in America, that'd be a security situation.
Gerry fucking Cooney. Oh, no. Can we deal with this shit today? Can we deal with this shit today?
Oh, shit.
Is that how it's going to be?
Come in, Jerry.
What's up, Gerry Cooney?
Always welcome.
Yes. Always welcome.
How's everything, baby? All right?
What's on your mind?
Hey, you kidding me?
What's on your mind?
What's going on?
No, we talked about UFC 200.
I got Randy Gordon next door talking about how I'm going to kick Brock Lesnar's ass in the ring. I said, what are you selling me down the river for? You know what I mean?
Did you watch the UFC?
I didn't get a chance to see it, no, because I was way upstate.
It was awesome.
Brock was a beast.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but they were talking as far as boxing. He couldn't box at all. I mean,
no,
I
don't think he can box.
Right.
He knows how to wrestle, obviously.
But I mean, if he grabs a hold of you, he's all over for you, bro. You know what I'm
telling you. How much you weigh, Brock?
About 300 pounds.
No, Brock was, I want to say, 242 or something.
Solid, though.
He outweighed Mark Hunt by 1 pound only.
That was it.
That's how big Mark Hunt
He lost a lot of weight because he had problems with his intestines.
Yes. He lost 40 pounds at one point.
Wow.
But I think he gained a lot of that
when he
back.
had those 40 pounds, he was a badass, man. He grabbed you like a rag doll, just throw you around. You know what I mean?
Brock Lesnar's a badass. Mark Hunt's a badass.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. We just had 10, 11 days off, so we're back. Back doing a little radio.
Oh.
No, we're loving it. We're doing good today.
What about the guy Jones? What the guy that got
John
doping?
Jones? Yeah, they said it might have been a supplement that he didn't know. Because people in New Mexico were all saying that he's not a guy who's known for doping, or he's always been against it.
He was smelling cocaine.
No, this was.
He said he said he never liked it. He just thought it smelled good.
Oh no!
Jerry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
no, listen, but there's a big fight on tonight.
Jerry.
Very big fight on tonight.
You can't change the subject after that.
Sergey Kovalev is fighting a big fight tonight.
Is he really?
Cool. Monday's the best night for a fight. What's wrong with boxing?
Right. Well,
maybe that's what boxing's doing wrong. Monday, that's the hot night.
Right.
Why? Yeah. Why are they doing it tonight?
Because it's in Russia, I guess. Who the hell knows?
Oh,
It's probably a day later or who the hell knows.
How do I watch this boxing? Maybe I'll take a look.
Listen, this is not the big one. The big one you want to watch is Kell Brook signed to fight Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Big fight.
Okay.
Real fight.
Was it on a Tuesday afternoon at 3?
No. Yeah, sure. And then, of course, the big fight is Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalov.
I don't know any of these guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Triple G, I know.
I know way more UFC fighters. At this point.
Andre Ward hasn't lost a fight since he was 10 years old.
No kidding.
He was a super middleweight champ in the tournament, won the tournament, and he moved up to light heavyweight, and he's fighting Kovalov in November. It's going to be the greatest fight.
Nice.
Remind us of that.
I want to go to a boxing match. I want to get into it more. I went to one. I enjoyed it.
You guys come with me.
No, I would love
We're going to the fights in Brooklyn. There's a big fight coming up.
There we go.
Leo Santa Cruz is fighting Carl Frampton from England.
At Barclays?
Big fight. Big fight, yeah.
Nice.
Great,
Let's
great,
go.
great fight.
Yeah, that'd be
All right,
dope.
When is the
Josh
fight?
to get on it. In the next few weeks.
All right, I will go.
I think
Show
so.
him around.
We'll go with Gerry Cooney.
Yes.
Well, why not? Why not?
I was hoping for the Garden, but he's taking me to a smoker in Brooklyn.
Barclays is better than the Garden now.
No, I mean, I love listening. There's no place like the Garden. No place like the Garden. Man, I was 16 years old. I'm in the finals of the Golden Gloves in the big Garden. We
Right,
used to
the
fight
big room.
21,000 people. My legs were shaking when they shut the lights off and they put the spotlight on you. When
You were
I was
nervous,
16 years
huh?
old. Yeah, I've never been to the city.
Was it really 21,000? They filled up the place?
21,000 people.
How old were
Golden
you?
Gloves, of
16.
course.
Who are you fighting?
I don't remember. I took a lot of shots.
Did you win?
I knocked him out. I knocked the guy out. I won the middleweight championship.
Oh, that was the championship then?
Yeah.
At 16
You
in
don't
the
remember
Garden.
you don't remember who you
What the
beat for the
fuck?
championship?
Well, I was 16 years old. It was a long time ago.
I think
but
it's
got-
just something you would always remember.
You're talking a lot of shit, bro.
No?
I don't remember 45 years ago. Let me ask you about
but-
yesterday, bro.
That's true.
That's true.
It was
No,
a
but
woman. No, you just
So you
won the
don't remember
championship.
if it's a woman.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it was
right.
the greatest thing that happened to me in the world because I grew up in a really tough family. My old man was a big drinker, beat us a lot. There's no self-esteem.
Oh, okay.
How we even got in the ring is beyond me anyway.
Isn't that why you got in the ring?
Well, I learned later on they helped me express my anger.
Right.
But I was always scared to death. I never thought I could win. I never thought I was good enough back in those days.
Did you guys ever make up or no?
My father died.
No, but before he passed away, was there ever a moment or
My
no?
father told me the last time I saw my father, I was 17.
Oh, wow.
17?
I used to come home and take him to the hospital for chemotherapy. He came home, went into the living room, called me and said, listen, if you can't live in my house under my rules and get your hair cut and get home when I want you to get home, he said, I'd rather crawl to the hospital on my hands and knees. That was the last time I saw him. Talk about a rough childhood.
Wow.
Yeah, but every father said, cut your hair.
Yeah, but
I had a father
not days
that said,
before he was dying.
Not days before he was dying, and you taking him to the hospital.
I said, come on, I had a
Don't
father that said,
belittle,
cut
bro.
my hair.
Don't belittle me, bro. I'm very
I
sensitive.
try to tell him not to, Jerry. He does it a lot.
Wow. How many siblings do you have?
I have 5 siblings. One passed away about 5 months ago.
I'll tell you, brother,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And
In his
all
sleep?
doing great.
Was it sleep apnea? No, seriously.
No, we're not.
I'm going to tell you something. We're
Apnea
checking
kills
on it
people.
because he died suddenly. Laid down, sat down on the couch. He had cameras because he had guns, and he ate, smoked a cigar, went on the couch, sat down. He died a half hour later. And they're saying some connection to Kangen water. I don't know.
What?
You know, he was a big believer in Kangen water.
What is that?
Takes the acidity out of the water. Supposed to prevent you. Supposed to be like the fountain of youth and take cancer away. But if you take it on high levels, it's supposed to be bad for you. So I got them checking on that now. But
okay.
So you learned after the fact it could have been that.
yeah, I mean, he was drinking water that was so acidic that it was burning his lips or something. They said, I don't know. So, but anyway,
What?
Listen, he's with God now. He had time to go. But how you guys been? What have you been up to all summer?
I just got off a plane. I'm tuckered out.
Yeah.
You working?
I was in Vegas, yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
you're a big basketball fan. Breaking news: Tim Duncan announces he's done.
He's retiring, not coming back next season.
After 19 seasons with the Spurs, he's done. You would think he would want to make
It's
it
about
a
time.
perfect 20.
Nah, listen.
I mean,
guys
those
get
knees,
beat up.
though.
I know.
Those guys get beat up bad. You think basketball's an easy sport? Forget about it. They're inside there. Imagine Charles Oakley knocking you around the court.
For that long, yeah.
We lost Charles Oakley too, right?
No.
No, Oak's still
wait,
here.
who-
Jason,
Anthony Mason.
Anthony Mason. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Anthony Mason, he was big though. He didn't take care of himself that much. I remember seeing him about a year and a half ago. He was a big guy.
Big
Yeah, he was
belly
a
and
big,
stuff.
yeah,
weight
he
on
got
him.
big.
Big man.
Yeah.
What do you think of Kevin Durant going to the Warriors?
I was hoping for the Knicks.
We have no fucking shot next year.
Oh, no, we have a nice team coming.
Come on.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. If we don't get to a game next year, I want you to know right now, I wish the audience could see this here, I'm coming across the counter.
Yes, and beat them.
You could do it. I'd film it.
I like that.
This guy invites me to a game with 3 games left, and 2 of them were away.
Well, why do I know? I don't know what
give me
games are,
many
but
I hung out with them, me, him, and Tracy down there on the floor at the Knicks game.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, I met your son that night.
My point is, why wouldn't we
Good
want
kid,
to?
man, really.
Why wouldn't we want to go courtside?
Oh, Tracy, Tracy's the best. Yeah.
Why wouldn't we want to go courtside with Gerry Cooney and check out the Knicks?
I
can't wait.
Listen,
it's good times.
We go in our own entrance.
Yes, own entrance, and you eat the food. They got the food upstairs. It's nice.
Nice.
You might see Woody's. You see people in there.
Oh, I do a good impression of him.
They walk us down to our seat. Halftime, they take us back to the suite for dessert.
Right, for dessert, awesome. Yeah.
What'd you have for dessert?
I feel like Isthmus. You ever hear that? You ever hear Isthmus?
Isthmus?
Yeah.
What's that?
Isthmus be my lucky day. Every time I go to the garden.
I wish I still never heard of it.
It's like a dream.
Let him tell his dad jokes. He got dad jokes. He's got father energy.
You got dad jokes.
A
lot of personality, this Gerry Cooney.
Yes.
He's got dad jokes.
That
doesn't make sense.
I'm at the garden. There's a round table press conference, right?
Yeah.
For Cotto and Margarito, the rematch. Because remember, he loaded his gloves up. Margarito
I don't
did.
know any of this. I'm sorry.
Well, Margarito loaded his gloves up.
He put weights in there.
I
know. What year is that?
No, they put plaster of Paris on.
Oh, that's it.
Didn't he hurt the other guy badly?
Well, no, but he lost the fight though because he was getting such a hit so hard. So they had to have a rematch. So there's me, Holmes, Frazier, Lennox Lewis, Vito Interfermo, and Carlos Ortiz in this round table press conference, and nobody's talking, and I'm breaking everybody's balls, right? So the president stands up and says, "Hey, Cooney, you just became a VIP." I didn't know what that meant at the time, but what that meant at the time is I can go to anything at the Garden, which is my really hometown. I love it there.
Yeah.
With a guest, and have dinner, and have a great time. So,
did you ever put anything in your gloves back in the day, like way back when you were coming up?
No, I didn't. This is my glove right here. Bro.
Look at that fist.
I know, it's a big mitt. God,
you didn't need to do anything. I used to punch so hard, my hands kill me today. They do. Arthritis. You know what I mean?
What do you hear? What type of things would they put in their gloves back in the day?
Nothing.
Hammers?
Not really. I mean, listen.
Really?
You know, Louis Resto was a friend of mine. Was a great guy. He got pushed along, and they took the padding out in one of the fights.
Oh, right.
And then the guy he fought, he beat. He, wound up killing himself. He drank and got in a car accident. But his father, he went back to the corner. His father said, "I feel like I'm getting hit with bricks." So after the fight, his father went up to Louis Resto to shake his hand and congratulate him. There was no padding in there.
Wow, they'll just
they got abolished. They got abolished from the game. Him and Panama Lewis. Remember Panama Lewis?
I remember.
They got thrown out.
They got abolished from the game.
Wow.
But now that now the guys are getting, everyone's doing drugs now. Steroids and all that shit. I wish I had that back then.
Yeah.
But you're
really.
Do they clean that? How do they even regulate that now in boxing?
You know what? It's so expensive, and you can't have little shows. They can't afford that.
Right,
I mean,
'cause they
big
have to
shows
pay for
can
the
afford it,
testing.
but most little shows around, they can't afford to pay for those kind of tests.
Right.
So they're really doing steroids, most of the guys?
No, not in boxing. There's been a few cases.
Oh, okay.
But not a lot.
But like performance enhancing stuff, I'm sure is a problem in every league.
Right.
Are they using the USADA, the testing agency?
All right, listen, bro. I haven't had a fight. Yeah, well, I had a fight with my wife this morning. I haven't had a fight in a long time.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes. She put him on a mat too.
So I'm sure they're testing somewhat, but they really can't tell. Unless you go for the big test, right?
Yeah, like the Olympic type of shit. Huh?
Yeah.
What have you been doing this summer, Gerry Cooney?
I'm in the greatest life. I just came back from Ithaca this weekend. My family went to my wife's family's one of the kids got married, and I'm going to the Dominican Republic. I'm going to Florida a few times, playing golf with some of the guys, Chris DeMarco.
Are you worried about the Zika going to the Dominican Republic? I would assume there's some Zika down there, right?
I don't think it's any
Feels
more
like
than
there's a little
Florida.
Zika down there.
It's worth the risk. It's worth the risk down there.
Is it in Europe or something?
No, it's in Brazil. Down with the Olympics and all that. But they said it's trying to work its way up from South America to America.
Well, there's a lot of guys not going to play in the Olympics, right?
Well, the golfers, because they have to be outdoors the most. They got to walk around for 4 or 5 hours a day. They're like, fuck this.
You could put a mask on like in China.
Right now, the Brazil thing is a little mess because they got like bodies floating up.
Well, they said the security concerns They had many years to figure this out.
Plus,
but supposedly the security isn't totally set yet, and then you got the Zika. So
the president just got fucking impeached too,
really?
A couple months ago. So they doing all this with a no president, like a
last minute,
temporary president.
Last minute,
yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, it's trying to straighten that shit out. I mean, they're very poor people over there.
It's hard to imagine Brazil not handling everything responsibly.
I blame the Olympic Committee more than I blame anybody. Because they know what they're doing. They all taking bribes and don't care where it ends up.
Right. This one's
they regulate it.
This seems to be a little fucked up, though, this one.
But it always comes together.
Because it's just the
You think
corruption.
it'll come together?
It always comes together.
It's the corruption of it that's making it harder for it to come together. It's just the corruption that makes it look. And it's the first time that it's ever been held in South America. And it's never been held in Africa.
I did not know that.
So, yeah, it's all new territory for them.
What about Trump, guys? Is that scary or what?
What happened?
No. What happened? What's happening?
What happened? You're not a Trump guy?
Listen, I love the guy, right? But he went crazy. Like, he went too much.
You think he went over the edge?
Too deep, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have any filters. No one to tell him, you got to listen. You know what I mean? I thought that if this guy would come in and run the country like a businessman he does, right? Put the right people in the right places, I think it would be great for a change. So, politicians promise you the world, they don't give you shit.
Well, they're all the same.
And so,
when it comes to that
he
shit,
just took it.
They're like me on a date.
Huh?
I promise you everything, I ain't giving you shit.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with a man.
I love that he had no filter, but now it's gone a little too crazy.
Yeah,
I don't like that he just fights with everybody on Twitter. It's like
tells everybody punch the shit out of him.
I want the president to be above fighting with people on Twitter.
Yeah, you would hope.
At least that.
Exactly. At least Snapchat. Something millennial.
No, listen, Hillary Clinton. What about Hillary Clinton?
I don't like her either.
No one does.
So who do you got?
You take the one with the smallest feet, man.
You're going third party? You're going a little Gary, what's his name? Gary Johnson, right. You're going Gary Johnson there, Jerry?
From the old governor, Gary Johnson?
You can call me Johnny J. You can call me Johnson. Just call me.
Who's in the marijuana business now, Gary Johnson? My boy from Arizona? New Mexico, I mean?
But you doesn't have to call me Johnson.
Right.
You can call me Ray.
We did TV together.
How was it, about 50 years? You're showing your age.
I'm 47.
Hey, how about our friend from guy we were on the show with? The physicist, the nuclear physicist. On the show we did with
Neil deGrasse Tyson. What about him?
He's going crazy. He's doing a lot of good stuff.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What's he
all over
doing?
the place.
He's working.
He's doing a lot of. He's out there. He's doing good stuff.
He hasn't gotten back to me. And once in a while, I'll throw a tweet. Neil, what's happening? Nothing.
He never answered you back?
No.
We haven't had him on in a while.
He's really changing.
I think he is. I think he's getting too big for himself. I think you need to give him a body shot there, Jerry. Straighten him up.
Listen, he boxed. He used to box.
Straighten him
He used to
out.
wrestle, too. He was a wrestler in college.
He used to box.
Oh, you'd kick his
He's
ass.
athletic.
Yeah.
He's a big.
Yeah.
That's all I am. Yeah.
One of those lefts right to the side. Oh, God. Can you imagine Gerry Cooney hitting you?
Pissing blood for 3 weeks.
No.
By the way, Brock was 265, not 244.
Well, he's big in it. Way big in it.
And solid.
Yeah.
Solid 265.
Solid as a Brock.
But if you hit him on the chin, you don't take it well. I saw a small guy hit him one time, and he didn't take it well. He got stopped.
It slowed him down. That punch on the chin?
The guy stopped him.
So you think he got a glass chin or a weak?
He don't like to get hit.
He don't like to get
Some
hit.
guys don't like
Brock.
to get hit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Who's that guy that stopped him? I think a small guy was
Probably
not a real
Cain
big
Velasquez. He's a heavyweight, though.
Cain Velasquez is a big guy. This guy was smaller than that.
Well, if he stopped Brock, it was Cain Velasquez. It was Alistair Overeem, who's a fucking giant.
He was filled with steroids. That guy. He was fighting over there in Europe where you could do anything you want.
And if the rules are, there ain't no rules.
Wow, he was a badass.
Frank
though.
Mir.
Jerry, when you were boxing, when did it hurt? What punch just made you go, this sucks?
When you get away from the game for a couple of months.
No, I mean when you're in top of your game and
in the boxing, nothing really hurts because
I don't believe that. Even if you're well trained,
your brain is so
wired and
it secretes endorphins, and
right.
You expect you're going to get hit, and so it doesn't really. I mean, if you feel a ring here and there, you catch a shot, something in the body and a rib.
See, I can't wrap my head around that. I just feel like even if you're in great shape, it's just got to suck to get hit. Like
Do you still have like vivid dreams of the ring, like you have like you in just sleep in and you just
but I remember every second of every fight I was ever in.
Do you?
Yeah. If I see a film of it, I remember.
And you can recall it in your brain.
You don't remember the middleweight guy you beat?
Except for that one fight. Except for Larry Holmes.
Jerry, Travis just told me that you
Larry Derrick.
Hey, I'm trying to help you out. Travis just told me that you got to go because you're in the wrong building for your show today.
I am.
You know that.
Well, I just found out. my producer told me that I could be here. But listen, you guys are the greatest. It's always great to be with you guys.
Love Jerry.
What building are you supposed to be in, Jerry? What building?
I'm unlike
Jazz at Lincoln Center. He came to the wrong building.
Okay. That happens. Sometimes we go to the wrong building.
Good to see you, sir.
Cool.
Good to
Thanks,
see
Jerry.
you.
Bye, Jerry.
You know we love you, Jerry.
Yes.
Love Cooney from my hometown of Huntington, Long Island.
That son of his, I'm telling you, he's going to be getting laid.
By the way, they just fired Jerry. That's how they did it. You're in the wrong building. Okay. He just leaves. And they fucking discode his thing, however you do that, boo.
He's got a son? Good-looking son?
Good-looking son. Like, I thought this kid's going to be an actor. I was like, he's going to box? He's like, fuck no.
Right.
He wanted to protect his face, and the girls was jocking him at the game, too.
I think Gerry Cooney boxed so his kids don't have to.
Yeah.
Right?
I get it. Yeah, that's how you
I
want
don't
it.
know if you want your kids.
That's the reason my dad fucked my mom.
Wow, that's quick. Wow. That's quick. Wowee. All right.
What is wrong with this boy?
I think we sort of did it. I mean, we probably should have talked about Black Lives Matter a little bit today, but
all lives matter.
Off this. Shut up. Shut up. It's brutal, but yeah. We gotta, we all gotta bring it together, man.
Can I ask you one thing?
First of all, people gotta be pro Black Lives Matter and pro police.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask
I am. You gotta be pro both things.
You can do that, right?
Yes, that's the only way to do it.
That was gonna be my question.
Anything other than that is anticlimactic or fucking. It's just against progress.
All right.
You gotta be pro both things, but you gotta be pro all lives, of course. But we see, black people dying from the police hands on TV and on
But you got to be careful how you handle that because
live stream.
If you're a police officer, why the hell would you want to do your job if you now know that people are going to be extremely aggressive toward you?
Yeah, but you assume
and then you're
that
fucking
anyway.
up your community.
We all got to bring it together. We all got to listen. You got to be both things to make it work. And being pro Black Lives Matter don't mean you're anti anything else.
Well,
it just means you're pro one thing. It's just you're pro this thing.
I just wish a lot more of the Black Lives Matter supporters would say that.
But you got to support the cops too. You can't support one and not the other and think this is going to work.
Thank you.
That's not how this is going to work.
I completely agree with you.
And that makes me angry when I see people who say, like, fighting, like, one person to say Black Lives Matter, and somebody say, oh, the cops matter. This one says cops matter, oh, Black Lives matter. It's like, get in the same room,
right,
dummies.
Neither of them does. Oh, sorry, wrong message.
Wrong message. Wrong message.
Get in the same room and,
well, that's why we started the show today with Get Together.
Yeah.
By the Youngbloods.
Yes, and then we went straight into a Pokemon.
Got to get together, man.
That's the only way, Ope. Huh?
I'm with you.
Like Jerry said years ago, Jerry Seinfeld, look to the cookie.
Did he say that?
Yeah, that was a dumb one from his show. There you go, Trav. Trav got it.
I got it.
Trav's got it.
Look to the cookie.
But that Dallas situation is just horrendous.
Horrendous.
So fucking sad.
Scary shit.
A lot of this stuff is sad.
It's embarrassing. It's scary. It's fucking shameful.
Right.
We're adults. It's like we got to walk around children and this is how we behave in front of them.
Right.
It's embarrassing shit.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, we could certainly talk about this a little more tomorrow. Maybe open the phones or something, right?
True that.
Word them up, Doc.
All right.
We get with all the hip lingo.
I like that. What are you, the Fruschniggins? Word them up, Doc.
Who is that from? Who said word them up, Doc? Couldn't stand it. Oh, Slick Rick or something? Or Dana Dane?
I don't know that one.
Word him up, Doc couldn't stand the smell. Something, I don't remember.
All right, why don't we go then?
Sold.
Guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having me, yeah.
You got Colbert on Friday.
Yep.
We'll all be taking a little look at that.
Thank you, sir.
And then you got your A&E show.
Yep, 27th at 10:30, A&E.
What day of the week is that?
Wednesdays.
All right,
right after all new Wahlburgers.
You're right. Wow, that's your lead-in.
That's my lead-in, baby. Taking that Wahlburger lead-in. Donnie and them.
They talk hamburgers.
Donnie and them.
Talking the hamburgers, right?
Yeah, they got a couple spots now. They got the Toronto one, the Boston one. Ain't there's one in Barclays?
I just heard about the show. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I know people are watching the Wahlberg, so that's a good lead-in for you.
That's what's got.
And Jim Norton.
I just have a gig in Columbus. And
podcast,
UFC podcast,
out early this week.
Yeah, it's out today. Normally it's out Tuesday and Thursday. So just go to JimNorton.com for my dates. Nobody cares, so I'll say it anyway.
Jimmy,
I don't give a shit.
Will you stop it?
That's okay.
It's okay.
You was first class flying back?
Yes.
I knew you were. I can tell by your energy.
He couldn't sleep, though, because they didn't have the flaps on his, his seat.
Even if they did, I wouldn't have slept.
You got to have the head flaps.
But don't those chairs go all the way back in the front?
No, not on this. It was a Delta plane from 1974.
Why do they have the space between your
There's
seat
smoke on there?
and the window? That's all I want to know.
What?
Because in the old days, I would lean right up against the window and get a good nap in. But now there's a space between the seat and the window. When did that start officially?
It might be a safety issue, like.
In what way? Because you could really snug up against the window in your chair. It was perfect to get.
Are they making you try to upgrade? Maybe.
No,
Or is that some first class?
That's in first.
I don't know.
I don't know why they do it. I don't think they just. It's probably not conscious. They just.
Oh, it sucks because it's much harder to sleep when you have that space.
It might be more rattling if it's too close to the wall of the plane.
All I know is those fucking plane pillows. They should hand out shards of glass. They're more comfortable.
They're not soft enough for you, Jim?
No, here, sleep in this. What is it? It's a baggie of glass. Guy broke it with a hammer and he put it in a baggie. Now lay your head on it and go to sleep.
Jesus. I thought you had your own neck pillow that you bring.
It's scratchy.
I do, but it itches my fucking dumb neck.
Does it?
Yes, because I didn't have my sweatshirt on. It was too hot on the plane. I can't sleep with my dumb neck pillow anyway. It's too much and my neck's all craned.
Yeah.
I try to put it on the left and then just loll over. Epic failure.
It's not a perfect travel pillow out there yet.
No, it's not.
They got the neck massagers now, too. You just wear.
I have one of those that's a pillow plus a massage. You got the button on it.
Nice. Hey, you were on a Delta flight that had ashtrays, E-Rock?
Yeah, my flight back from Miami in the first class section, you could see the
That's
fused
fucked
clothes
up.
still in the armrest.
Oh no.
It was an old plane.
Just to keep everyone calm.
Wish you were on a flight that had Muhammad Atta.
Same for you.
You would think they would get rid of the ashtrays just so you could be a little calmer in the air.
You won't think it's an old plane.
Yeah, because as soon as you see that, I know you see that though, and you get a little freaked out. You're like, how old is this fucking plane?
Those seats last forever though, man. They'll put like that whole seat section. Like a lot of times they have new engines, but they'll put them in a plane. And a lot of times the bathrooms are old, but the plane is fine.
Well, they should explain that. Like,
yeah,
look, just the seats are old. Relax.
Exactly. Ignore the whites only sign.
With that, we're going to see you tomorrow.